wanted to respect you. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I understand that.
Respect him? Oh well.
Fuck you, Paul.
Baby, baby.
Baby, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, shit, man. So what the hell you guys been up to?
Flying across the country and fucking jet lag. Oh God, it whipped my ass.
Yeah.
I left Providence, Rhode Island at 5:20 in the morning and got to Medford, Oregon at noon, and the same day. And at about 9 o'clock every night, man, I start going, damn, I'm tired as fuck, man.
Yeah, you know that traveling will knock the shit out of you, man. Guaranteed. Let me mute myself real quick. I'm gonna go shut my door just a little bit, just so I don't catch any of the TV stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, but you went from the East Coast to the West Coast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I lived out here for 13 years before I moved out to Rhode Island.
Yeah, still 3 hours difference, so 9 o'clock is 12.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't know it's in a different time zone. They don't give a shit.
Who doesn't?
Your body.
Oh, my body, yeah. My body doesn't give a fuck.
All right, guys, I'm back.
But it's kind of weird, you know, going from the city back to the country again. You know, I took a drive into town today, and I was like, "Holy shit! There's fucking trees and forests everywhere."
Yeah, I was real busy today, actually, guys. I just got done shooting and editing a 16-minute video.
No.
Yeah, that I'm gonna upload tomorrow. So that's pretty good. I spent a good 6 hours on that project today.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of times videos, I mean, even the crappy videos I make, a lot of times, you know, by the time you're done with it, you know, you're like, fuck, man, I've been doing this for 5, 6, 7 hours and shit. And
yeah. Yeah. So, I was going to ask you guys, did you catch what happened on the Young Turks the other night, or last night, I think it was?
I saw that. I saw a video of it today, man.
And Jank almost got into blows with Alex Jones, man.
Alex Jones is, I mean, Jank sometimes, I don't agree with his, I don't know, I call him sometimes Muslim apologetics, but, you know, and I think he race baits sometimes, but Alex Jones, man, he's like oh, excuse me, I had Taco Bell today, oh man, but yeah, Alex Jones, man, he's just a dirtball, you know, he's grasping at shit, you know.
Yeah. It was fucking hilarious, man, because what set Jank off was Alex Jones told Anna that she had a little jihadi going there and shit. And, ooh, that pissed him off, man, because I guess Alex Jones is accusing Jank of sticking up for Saudi Arabia and shit and all the trashy shit that they're up to over there, you know, so.
Well, he does, kind of, in a way.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, but, you know, that set him off pretty good. He about went to blows with the motherfucker, man. Who do you think is doing all this shit? The lizard people?
Well, I was watching his reaction thing that they showed on it, and he said that somebody showed him he said he was having fun with it at first until somebody showed him a T-shirt with a picture of Bill Clinton on it that said rape or something, and that set him off, or
that's that's part of what pissed him off. Yeah, because I guess they're accusing Bill Clinton of rape. I don't know for what. Fuck, I have no fucking clue, man. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't know who he
Well,
raped. The only thing that I'm aware of that he did was mess around with Monica in the office. That was it.
yeah. Well, the thing is, when Clinton was president, I lived in Baltimore, and I used to drive different for different companies, trucks and vendors and stuff in Washington D.C. inside the Beltway a lot. And there's a subculture of inside news that's always around Washington, and there was always these talk show hosts talking about how Hillary had a secret love nest somewhere in D.C. and Bill had a secret love nest and somewhere in D.C. and they weren't really, and all this shit, and just all sort and all these secret covert things that the Clintons were always doing, and so there's always a lot of extra added,
Yeah.
drama bullshit, in that area.
Yeah. So what's up, Demon Norse and Amaria?
Just chilling.
That's good.
Yeah.
How about you, Demon Norse?
Oh, not too much.
Look
Home
at
from
the
work
kitty cat.
Friday and just relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
that's
about
right.
you? How about you, Paul?
That's right. It's Friday. Yeah, for the working slot. Yeah. Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Paul? How about you, Paul? What you been up to?
Nothing good. I don't work yet. Again. Friday means nothing to me.
Yeah, I thought I'd have a hangout with you guys today. I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, I posted
Yeah.
something about Batman versus Superman, which I like a lot. And right away,
Hey, we're not talking about comic books and movies.
and somebody has to post a long freaking list of things about the movie that they apparently don't like. So I deleted that. I just made a comment. I probably will be posting here for a while. It's a freaking movie, Jesus Christ, we got Trump to worry about.
Trump.
There's a real cartoon character.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching last night on YouTube. I was watching a special edition of Bill Maher last night, the RNC special edition. It's about that stuff that was going on, that Republican convention, convention, I guess.
Convention.
Yeah.
Call it anything.
I'm a little tongue-tied today, guys. All right.
A convention is an oven.
I'm not talking about that. It's anything but what it's supposed to be.
As far as I'm concerned, it's the Republican convention.
Yeah.
You couldn't watch it. You couldn't watch it without lies starting right from the get-go. I couldn't watch it at all.
Yeah.
Well, in one side we have like a jester. On the other hand, what we can have is a goddamn fucking succubus. And Hillary is the succubus. And not in like good looking either.
Yeah.
You fucking seen Bill Clinton? He looks like shit.
I haven't seen him in
all of his fucking energy is just sucked out of him.
Oh,
Yeah,
he looks like shit ever since he got healthy. After he had his heart attack and got healthy and stuff. A lot of times older people, like when they get healthy, when they're older and they lose a lot of weight, a lot of times they kind of look like they look skinnier. I'm not unhealthy. Well, sometimes, because they just look. I mean, look at Al Roker.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, I'm actually hoping that you met Lady Warrior before, Patrick. She's getting ready to go to Egypt with her unit, and
where's she going?
Egypt.
Egypt?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was hoping that she'd stop by today before she goes. I think today is the last time that she could be in or be online or something, and then she's getting ready to go to Egypt, because she's still active duty.
Right.
You still acting movie?
Lady Warrior, one of my patrons.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she's getting ready to go overseas.
That's one
Yes.
reason I didn't stay in the military.
Yeah. Man, it's hotter than fuck over here, man. Still.
It's what?
It's hotter than fuck over here, still.
Oh man, it's beautiful here, man. I gotta tell you, there's no humidity here. Oh my God! In the morning, I get up, I go out on the back porch and have a cigarette, a cup of coffee, and there's no Dunkin' Donuts out here, which is pretty fucked up. But they do have Dutch Brothers and human beings, so I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Just in case you were wondering. But yeah, but it's like nice and breezy in the morning and stuff. Gets hot. The sun gets hot in the afternoon. It was close to 100 today. And if you're out in the sun, yeah, it's hot. But in the shade, and then after the sun goes down over the trees here in the evening, it gets like nice and cool again. You know.
The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Oh shit, man.
Yeah, it was 100 here today.
Yeah, it got to 103 today over here where I'm at.
This is it. This is bullshit. I'm ready for the ice and snow.
Yep.
I linked you a picture not that long ago, TQA, about the temperature on the Skypes.
Yeah, my Skype has been acting up, man. I haven't been able to look at shit. I don't know why. Well, I saw that you posted something, but for some reason it didn't let me look at it. I'm gonna have to go try it again.
Well, it was like 7 in the evening. It was like still 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But it was like a 47% humidity.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I wish it
I'm really sorry to hear that, gentlemen.
I wish it was 82 degrees over here.
Yeah, but for 82 here is like extremely hot for us.
Yeah.
That's
cold. That's cold for me.
Well, now it's 67.
Yeah.
When you talk about, can't wait till the snow and ice come, I found living on the East Coast that it gets so hot in the summertime that people go, I can't wait for the fucking snow to come, right? And then you get so much snow in the fucking wintertime, you go, I can't wait till it's like 90 degrees outside and it's fucking nice and hot, So it's a never ending.
Yeah. So what's up, Blue?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's okay today.
Hi, Blue.
Brother Blue?
How you doing, good sir?
I'm good, thank you.
When I was a kid, the only air conditioning you had was at the movie house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you go to the Sears store, at the grocery store or something.
Well, even like small mom and pop stores, they were not air conditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, moral of the story: when it's hot here, there's also very much humidity here as well.
Anyway, isn't there a senator that has a snowball he can give us? Remember the senator with the snowball in the middle of winter? But what's climate?
Is anybody else having a hard time hearing Paul?
Yeah. Well, I got 2 fans on here. Maybe the damn thing's uni for that.
Yeah, I hear him just fine.
Yeah, I hear him okay too.
No.
So what you been up? So what you been up?
To my beautiful voice.
So what you been? So what you been up to, Blue?
I think you can see it right there. He's going bowling.
Bowling or bowling?
Ah, shit. Oh man, I don't know. I haven't bowled in fucking years, man. I don't even know what it's like anymore.
Decades.
No, I can't bowl. It makes me cough too much.
Yeah.
Bowling is always something we used to do when we had nothing else going on.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
that was a big thing.
hey, hey, Blue. I was gonna ask you, do you watch the Young Turks or no?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Not you.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But I did last night.
Last night they posted a video where Jank almost got into a fight with Alex Jones, man, at the RNC, the Republican National Convention.
I would have given anything to see him beat his fat ass.
Yeah, him and Alex Jones were getting into it. They were face to face, man. That's the first time I've actually seen Jank actually pissed off for real. You know what I mean? Because I think that a lot of the shit that he does in his videos is just exaggerated. You know?
I mean, I'm a fan of Sank or the Young Turks, but anybody against Alex Jones has my support.
Yeah. Hold, I'm gonna mute myself. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
Monks.
Okay, teacher.
Hey, Blue.
Yeah.
You know, did you go to the convention at all?
No, I didn't. I did not. No way.
You know, I know at one point in the past you were in Cleveland, but I don't know where you're at right now.
No, I don't live in Cleveland anymore anyway. Although I was visiting up there just last month, so I mean, I go up about once a year or twice a year. That's where I grew up. That's where my family is at.
I thought about going, you know, briefly. I didn't realize the thing was already over. I guess tonight is the last night.
It's already over. Last night was last night.
Last night?
Yeah. I mean, what's the point of going?
I'm not going to go to Cleveland just for fun.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to see that zoo, yeah, that would have been quite a scene, but
from what I understand, everybody was well behaved, and I guess it was kind of like a big party.
yes,
Where you?
Suffered no bad reputation this time.
What you talking about, Demon Horse?
The RNC.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, everybody. I'm sorry.
I did see a video where Alex Jones got kind of gang piled on, and that was kind of cool.
That fucking guy, man. I went to his YouTube channel last night after all that shit went down with Jank, and just to see what kind of shit he has on his channel. That motherfucker has 1.5 million subscribers, man. How can an idiot like that have so many subscribers?
Well, for one, he's insane, and for two, he sells his bullshit to preppers and I don't know. He's a weird little guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking crazy.
Isn't that guy like pretty much that fundamentalist guy or something?
Now he's the guy. Alex Jones is the guy that says the rich people are trying to kill a whole shitload of the human population with chemtrails and you know they want to kill everybody off and then make slaves out of everybody that's left and.
Oh, you're talking about that radio show guy, aren't you?
Yeah, the Bilderberg guy.
Oh, God.
How do chemtrails not also poison those who are supposed to be doing it?
Well, because I think that they're lizards from another planet or something.
Oh, silly me. Silly me. Oh, I'm so tired of stupid. After 60+ years, I'm really tired of stupid.
Well, go tell him off, Paul. Go to his show and tell him off.
I like to train for a couple months and take him in the freaking ring.
Yeah. The guy is a complete total idiot as far as I'm concerned.
So I didn't see the Young Turks thing. You know, Alex Jones very rarely stands next to somebody else, but when he does, he looks like he's about 4 foot tall.
Well, him and Jake probably, well, Alex Jones, it looked like when they were face-to-face arguing, it looked like Alex Jones was just a little bit taller than Jake.
Maybe Jones was standing on a box or something.
Alex Jones is my height. I just happened to look him up. It's 5'10". At least that's what it is.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's a real. I mean, I can't imagine anybody, you know, thinking like that. I mean, it's got to be a stage. But
Yeah,
to stage that bullshit so you can make money, there's no ethics whatsoever. None.
Yeah, either that or, you know, yeah, and it just shows us that probably he's really that bored with his own fucking life, man. He has to concoct all this bullshit.
Oh, it's his money. It's just like the religious people about God and shit like that. That's their sugar daddy. That's where they're making the money. So what do you want them to say? It's making money for them. So, F it.
What do I want them to say? How about the truth for once?
I don't make no money.
No. It is what it is, I guess. I guess the lizard people prevail one more time.
What happened? Where did Blue go?
I don't know. He drops out from time to time.
Gremlins.
The gremlins are in the computer. It's a conspiracy. It's the Bilderberg group.
Dun dun dun.
You know who killed John F. Kennedy? One person.
Oh, fuck, man.
Did you guys know that there was a shooting in Munich today?
No.
I don't even think they have caught the guy yet or have identified the body of the alleged terrorist yet, but somebody started shooting at a shopping mall, and the last time I looked, there was 8 confirmed dead. RT is live right now on the story.
Damn. Last thing I heard was, I forgot where it was, the location, but some idiot went after a bunch of people with an axe and he wounded a couple of people. That was it.
Yeah, that was in Germany too.
Yeah.
Actually, it's already 9 dead.
9?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that place is not that far away from me, actually.
Damn.
Yeah, you just can't get a good hitman anymore.
People are insane. People are insane these fucking days.
Okay. Kill that.
What's up, Paul?
No, I looked up the shooting. It still had 8 at the moment, or whatever.
Check
Oh.
BBC.
And went right into a damn broadcasting video, so I killed it.
Broadcasting videos. Hold on, let me mute myself. Hold on a second.
You're talking about that shooting in Munich?
Yeah.
What's the story on that? I heard an article. I haven't really.
I don't know if they know really, what's happening yet. The details are still, at least the video that I watched, the details were still a little sketchy.
Go back to the 1800s where they did a shooting out west.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's fucking mentality these days, you know.
Well, they used to be killing the Native Americans and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, let me bring Blue back in. He's back in the hangout. Hold on one second, Blue. Let me feature you. All right, there you go, Blue.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You are welcome. Did you have to go do something real quick?
Yes, I did. I had to clean my pipe.
Clean it, that's not manly.
You had to clean what?
My weed pipe.
What kind of man are you? You can't take all the grudge.
Speaking of which, I actually purchased legally for the first time the other day. It was like really fucking weird. It was cool though, man.
Where?
I've been here almost 2 years and that's
Where did you purchase legally at, Patrick?
In Oregon.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
Yeah.
I've heard it's extremely expensive.
Is it, Patrick? Is it expensive?
Not really. I got 3 grams of some really fucking nice kush for 35. That's with tax.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Just put it a little bit in a bowl, you know, it's like 3 hits and, you know, but yeah, it's really weird, you know, and you go in there and go, I'd like to purchase some pot, please.
I know it's kind. I bet you that would be a weird experience for the first time, especially when you're so used to it being illegal from where you're at.
Yeah.
It's like you go up to the cashier and you don't know what the fuck to say.
Well, yeah, I told the guy, I said, I've never done this before. He was really helpful, you know. He said, well, let me guide you through it, man. And I said, I'm not looking for anything that's going to make me go, duh, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, just something to help me function through the day and, you know, stuff. He goes, oh, yeah, right. He gave me this, he showed me this stuff, and, yeah, fucking nice, you know. Just take a couple hits a few times a day out here, you know, which is what I used to do, you know, when I lived out here before, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been busy with that other shit too.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I went outside. I'll tell you, when I'm muted, I went outside to have a cigarette, and I'll be damned, man. I go to light my cigarette, and I get a little breeze blow through the patio, right? And I light my hair on fire. So,
fuck.
yeah, so I'm like, fuck! So I've got this in my hair. It's like, I had to, like, brush it out. There was, like, this good stunk. I hate burning hair.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
Oh, I know.
It's God's way to tell you to stop smoking.
No, it's God's way of telling you to cut your hair.
Let's see.
Why don't you cut your hair, man?
We got an individual in the chat who goes by the name of Orly Pumpkin, I guess. He says that the Bilderberg group is actually real.
Well, people actually do go to the Bilderberg, you know, but yeah, he's a, you know.
Tell me, chat person, what impact does the Bilderberg group have on our lives?
Yeah, Orly Pumpkin, if you're still in the chat, what kind of impact do you consider, is impacting us as far as the Bilderberg group is concerned? I'll be looking in the chat for an answer here momentarily.
Degrees, man. I seen 100 on the way home.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if y'all can see this.
Oh, and you didn't give me nothing, huh?
You know how I paid for this?
How?
Change.
I would have give you some money.
I didn't plan on going there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want me to go back there for you?
No, I wouldn't want you to go out in the hot.
Want me
You
to go
just
back there?
enjoy your ice cream. I won't have any.
You want me to go back there for you?
My wallet is on the dresser.
It sounds like someone's missing out on some ice cream there, Demonorks.
Yeah, my son goes to the ice cream place and comes back. It's 100 fucking degrees here, and he goes and gets himself a big old ice cream.
Yeah.
None for old dad. Old dad don't get none.
He's worried about you getting diabetes.
I always want ice cream.
You know what? You know what I want?
What?
One of them Werner's floats. What the hell do they call those?
What?
A root beer float?
Yeah.
A Boston Cooler. That's what I'm getting.
What's that?
It's Werner's and ice cream. And if you don't know what Werner's is, it's kind of like...
I know what Werner's is. Yeah.
Werner's and ice
I've never heard of it. And what kind of ice cream is it?
I think it's just vanilla.
Huh. I've never heard of that. I mean, I live in New England, man, and I mean, I've been there for 5 years, and I've never heard of it.
I think Werner's is a Detroit thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue.
Yes.
The guy replied and he said that they were pro-Europe and he thinks that they don't have as much an impact on society as Alex Jones thinks they do.
They don't.
Well, I commend that young man. I agree.
Yeah. And I just think, I think that Alex Jones just likes to blow things way out of fucking proportion, man.
You think?
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah.
I watch him, It's like watching Fox non-news. I can't watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Within 20 seconds, they lie.
I watch him just to fucking make fun of him.
Well,
No,
what
no.
I like to, when there's a big story, I'll go from like CNN to MSNBC to Fox, and just about every time there's a completely different spin on the stories, like if there's a shooting, or something like that.
Yeah. Oh man, whenever there's a tragedy, the fucking idiot conspiracy theorists are out there doing their magic. Oh, that shit gets on my nerves, man.
Well, yeah, those damn conspiracies just should stop then, man.
Yep, tell them to stop. Go serve them hot dogs, Patrick.
Huh?
Go serve them hot dogs and root beer.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, everything is a goddamn conspiracy these days. It's like, God, man.
The skid marks in their shorts are fucking conspiracies.
Well,
Speaking of marks and shorts, I love, of all the conspiracies, I love Von Helton's one that fluoridated water causes teeth loss. That's
causes what?
teeth loss.
Oh, yeah.
Why he lost his teeth is because he drank fluoridated water when he lived in Ohio.
Well, I drank fluoridated water as a kid. A lot of people drank fluoridated water when they were a kid, He was trying to tell Annabelle and them guys that everybody in Kentucky's losing their teeth.
Oh.
Brushing.
It's like, yeah, well, she's like, no, it's just you have really poor dental hygiene.
Poor dental hygiene. Oh fuck, man. I guess Twitter is tightening down on their censoring shit from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
They blew Milo Yiannopoulos right off of the fucking Twitter out of existence permanently.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know. He got into it with one of the actresses from Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters,
Oh,
and they blew him out of the damn airlock, as Captain Osimo puts it.
hmm.
Problem was,
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta mute.
All right.
Somebody mute me.
All right. Here, hold on a second.
You're a mute.
I think the problem was, I mean, they were engaged in a fight, but then Milo posted some tweets from her that really weren't from her. I mean, I don't know if he knew it or not,
Yeah.
which is a violation of... I mean, this is the other thing that's hard to deal with. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, these are private companies. This isn't the government. I mean, do these people have no obligation to follow the First Amendment, do they really?
Yeah. I see your point there, Blue, and that's what a lot of people were bringing up. I saw a lot of videos about the situation. And they were basically saying...
Reacted, and compared to some of the shit I've seen on Twitter, this is nothing.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Certainly not a...
Yeah, the whole situation is fucking crazy, man. And they, from what I understood, they booted his ass right off of Twitter quick.
You know, there's always some things going on YouTube and shit that that I don't pay any attention to.
Yeah.
And I've never watched a video with this Milo dude in it. I don't even know who he is. I see people mentioning him all the time, but I don't know the first thing about Milo.
Yeah.
Me neither. I don't even know the guy.
I first discovered him, I'd say I'm wanting to say about a month and a half ago. I saw one of his videos on YouTube, and he was giving a speech right after the Orlando shooting, and he was talking there, and then that's when I first discovered his videos and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. I don't follow the guy, so I don't know what the hell is going on. I've just been seeing a lot of, videos and stuff about this situation.
Imagine a young, gay Bill O'Reilly, and you have Milo.
He's a pretty good-looking guy, you know.
Oh, that's, yeah. He's gay. What do you expect? Oh, I'm sorry.
He's campaigning really hard for Trump.
Really?
He calls Trump his daddy.
Daddy issues much?
He's what is he? From what I understand, he's Catholic. He's conservative, obviously. And there's a couple of other things that I forgot about, but he's been going around campaigning for Trump and stuff like that right now.
The funniest thing is, I am literally this close to just get the fuck off social media. It's getting on my nerves so much.
Yeah, I've been getting really... I've noticed that I've been getting kind of pissy lately on I haven't been leaving too many positive comments anywhere, even on people that I enjoy watching.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of your comments there, Demon Horse.
Yeah, I've been getting nasty. I could probably use a couple of week break at least.
Maybe you just need a Snickers.
Take a bite, Snickers. He'll turn into a nice person.
Boston, get your Boston float, you'll feel better.
Yeah. I'm always on YouTube, whether I'm pissed off or I'm happy, whatever. I always have my face planted in this fucking computer every day.
Well, it's mostly Facebook that I am being really annoyed with these days. Like,
Yeah.
there's literally nothing positive to be found anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody, you
Don't
know, especially a couple. Yeah.
stuff on Facebook.
Thank you.
Well, especially when it comes to you know, people that I know personally, you know, on my Facebook wall, I see them post nothing but negative shit, man, and I'm just tired of it. Oh, nobody wants to be around me. Fuck them. I want to kill myself and this. Shut the fuck up already, man.
Yep. But also, like, it's all the time like, oh yeah, this person shot this person. Yes, I know. It happened. Now, could we please go on? I got things to do. Like,
Yeah.
not being annoyed.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to share some good news with you guys. I don't know if hopefully it works out for the better, but I have been in I would call it a minor legal battle for the past 5 years. And if everything works out the way that I hope it does, and my attorney is ultimately successful in overturning a judge's decision, I could win, you know, my case and actually receive $50K. So.
You will sponsor me a vacation to the United States, right? Right?
What's that? What's that?
You will sponsor me a vacation to the United States, right? Right?
So hopefully everything works out in my favor, because if it does, I get $50,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yep.
Yeah. Won't your attorney get a third of that?
Yeah, he'll get 25%, I think.
Well, he'll get 33%.
Something along those lines. He'll get a cut of it for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna if everything turns out in my favor, I'm gonna use that money to get buy me a house.
Good.
So I could stop paying fucking rent, man. What's up, Blue?
I didn't know you were Mexican.
Huh?
I didn't know you were Mexican.
Yeah, I'm Spanish.
You're
Yeah.
fucking to me.
Well, actually, I'm half German and I'm half Spanish.
Ah, okay. Are you guys having trouble hearing me?
A little bit when you step away from your computer.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, I'm half German. I'm half Spanish. I have Italian. I have Native American.
That's a lot of halves.
That's pretty much, I think. That's it. That's pretty much all it, I guess. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the good news I wanted to share with you guys.
When do you find out this judgment come through?
What's that?
When do you find out? When do you know? When will this judgment?
It'll probably take a couple of months before I hear anything. I just got a call from my attorney's secretary the day before yesterday.
And she was happy?
Yeah, she was. She reassured me that, you know, they're going to continue to fight for me, so that's a plus. They're going to continue to fight for me until they get the results that they want.
Are you at liberty to discuss this case?
What's that?
Are you at liberty to discuss this case?
Not really, not yet.
Okay, never mind. Enough said.
Yeah, and that'll eventually work out for me. As soon as this is done, I'll have a hangout and tell everybody about it. But other than that, I've just been sitting here every day putting up with this sorry ass heat. I can't wait for the ice, the snow, the fucking 5-foot snow drifts. I can't wait to get stuck in the street. Because when it snows here, it does actually get pretty bad. Oh, man. Let's see. You know what? I would like to make a really quick comment to somebody in the chat. The dark voice of God. I am not going to say anything to the Forbidden Thinker. You are a grown man. You do it yourself. Handle your own business. Forbidden Thinker is a good friend of mine. But you handle your own business. I'm not going to stick up for him. He's a grown man. He can handle himself. So go talk to him directly and stop requesting that I say anything about it, because you're going to ultimately be unsuccessful. Have a good day.
God damn, I want to hire you now. That was perfect. I want to on my business.
I mean, that's the way I see it. If someone has a problem with somebody, go talk to the motherfucker, man. Quit requesting other people to go talk to him. That's stupid. I'm not going to go handle your dirty work for you. You're a grown person. Handle your own shit. So, you got any videos planned, Blue?
Any videos planned?
Do you have any videos planned?
Other than the report I'm doing this weekend, no.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can. I won't jeopardize anything by saying that this Sunday, Jason Byrne's going down to London to debate with Muslims in Hyde Park.
Oh shit. Oh. Is he gonna produce video of this ordeal?
God, I hope so. Yes, yeah. I'm certain there will be video of Jason Byrne versus the Muslims. One of the few times I root for Jason Byrne.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for us.
Yeah. Of course, the way the UK is now, from what I hear, I'd be surprised if he didn't get shot. The way that it's going over there now.
It's not that bad.
Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park is a really, well-known,
okay.
place. He's not running to some of those London neighborhoods, that's for sure. No, this is. I doubt there'll be any violence.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Well, then again, too, I think, that, when it comes to shit going down in the UK, I think that the media tends to over-exaggerate it, too, I think, personally. But who knows? I'm not there, so.
Yeah, and I think YouTube tends to over-exaggerate it, too.
Oh, yeah. There's a few people here on YouTube that like to over-exaggerate a lot of shit, as far as I'm concerned.
Regarding the Muslims taking over London?
Yeah. I just stay out of it, man. I just fucking make my own videos and just completely drive past that proverbial fucking car wreck, so to speak, I don't desire to get into any of these discussions, because it's nonsense. I'm not even going to engage. Last discussion I got into was in a hangout a couple of weeks ago, and that didn't yield anything good as far as results are concerned. In the end, I got labeled a Muslim apologist and a regressive.
Well, I think you could discuss honestly and have a debate on what is the impact of the influx of Muslims to lots of European countries.
I do have a question though. Have any of them refugees come to the States yet or no? Keep in mind because I haven't been keeping track on this shit. You know, it's just that's why I asked.
I think we took in a very small, a very small percentage. I'm just going to guess here. I think it was like 10,000 people.
Oh, okay. Because here in the city where I'm at, we got a lot of Muslims from Somalia and a couple of those other places over there. But it's mostly Somalia, I think. But of course, you know, I really don't get out much, so I don't see the diversity going around in this city.
Where I live and where I grew up, especially, I grew up in Dearborn, Michigan, and there's more Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan than anywhere in the country. And we never seem to have any problems here. In fact, the only problems we have here is there's a Christian group that goes to these Arabic festivals and holds up signs saying you're going to hell, and they bring pigs' heads with them and shit, and that was the big problem here was this Christian group, and they actually sued for the right to be able to do that, and they were successful in their lawsuit.
Yeah. I was actually watching something that the Young Turks was broadcasting live yesterday, or one of their people were broadcasting live yesterday, where they were at during the RNC, you know, and apparently a couple of these people were at this demonstration, I guess, and they had a big group of creationists there, or Christians, and then they had a group of Black Lives Matter protesting at them, and all kinds of shit was going down. There was about 1,000 fucking cops out there and shit. Everything was getting nuts.
Yeah, I was to Dearborn many moons ago. Went to the Ford museum there.
Oh, you went to Greenfield Village?
Yes, it's funny because I had a friend in the service, and his grandmother knew Ford. It was either his grandmother or great, but I think his grandmother, because we're not young. And she hated him. You know, just called him a dumbass. I mean, look, when he built his first prototype car, he had to knock out the sides to get the damn thing out because it was too wide for the door.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were looking to buy land to build the museum, and she didn't want to sell to him.
Yeah.
So some so-called church came around, and she sold it to them, and they were just croonies for Ford. That's how he got some of the land.
Yeah. Well, hello to Hector Defendi in the chat. How you doing, good sir? Who else do we got in here? Just the same other person, Orly Pumpkin and Hector Defendi. What's going on, guys? Glad you were able to show up. We're just talking, you know, usual shit, Hector. You know, my hangouts don't have any specific structure to them. We just talk about anything that comes to mind. That's about it.
I was on a chat with 2 young kids about maybe a week ago now, and Atheist is Unstoppable. He didn't come in, but he was making commentaries that they were reading.
Yeah. What hangout was this?
Oh God, I have to look it up.
Oh.
2 young guys, 20-ish, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, it's just, you know, I don't know, man. Like I said earlier, I don't really care to run in those circles, man. It's a waste of my time. I just, you know, I've had people, you know, the past couple of weeks, I've had people message me or email me telling me, you should talk about Islam more on your channel.
Tell them they gotta you know, they can break down, get $60 camera like I did, and make their own videos if they're not happy.
No. And they'll tell me, what's the matter? They'll ask me, what's the matter? Are you scared? And I go, no, it's not that I'm scared. I'm not scared to make any fucking videos. The thing is, I'll make whatever I want to make, you know. If I want to talk about fucking Scientology for the rest of my life, I'll talk about fucking Scientology.
Oh, speaking of which, Tom Cruise has another movie coming out. Looks like it might be good.
Yeah, I've just been getting a lot of those messages lately.
Yeah, that's the popular thing now is, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you going after the Muslims? And I think once you become one of those people, all of a sudden you get like 1,500 new subscribers.
Yeah.
I think that's got a lot to do with it right there. People just kind of whoring themselves out for subscribers.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us like Muslims, obviously, and we especially don't like extremist Muslims. And
Well, it's with me. I think it's important to make that distinction. You know what I mean? You know, between the ones that are actually doing this shit and the ones that are promoting it versus the ones that are just minding their own business and wanting to live their lives. You know?
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And many of them are not in a position, and if they're over there, to say anything because they disappear.
Yeah.
Well, the Arabic population in Dearborn, a lot of them are Lebanese, and they just don't seem to. You know, I never have a Muslim knocking on my door trying to sell me a Quran. You know, it's the Bible people that do that.
Yeah. Christians do that a lot, especially where I'm at. You know, you got the Jehovah's Witnesses running around here. You got the Mormons running around here. You know, they're all on 10 speeds, running around. You know, knocking on doors and trying to go into the house and sell them Bibles or give them Bibles, whatever. You know, I just feel like, you know, opening the door and saying to them, I worship the devil, and then slam the door in their face.
I actually had some last morning, like, yeah, do you want some tickets to this and this convention? I'm like, is it a religious? Yes, it's about the Bible. No, not interested.
Yeah.
And I went back to bed.
Right on. He should ask them, are you guys going to have beer and strippers there? Oh, shit. You know, just say something off the wall just to get a reaction out of them.
Yeah, I was too tired to do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. I think it would be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, they were at the door like at like 9 in the morning.
We got this real weird guy. I think he's a real weird guy coming to Detroit tomorrow. Joel Osteen.
Yeah, Joel Osteen. I know who that is.
Yeah, he's gonna be here. I don't. To me, man, there's something wrong with that guy's head. He's like retarded or something.
Well, fuck, that guy makes a shit ton of money every weekend, man.
Yeah, he's having a big event here. There's a whole shitload of very poor Detroiters that are gonna
Still out the door.
They're gonna fork over some of their grocery money to go see this guy. And
yeah. And you would figure, you know, he'd make enough profits with that giant-ass church stadium that he got. You know.
Yeah, but God wants them to give him their money.
Yeah, I bet you he has a fucking 24 karat gold toilet that he takes a shit in every day.
He's probably got Asian women giving him blowjobs and.
In the hot tub.
Yep.
He's fucker. I bet you he's too. I bet you he knows what he's saying is bullshit. He just wants to make money.
Oh, of course he knows that.
Especially that Creflo Dollar guy too. God. I need $65 million for a new jet. Jesus wants it.
Yep.
And then before you know it, he has a new jet. Or Ken Ham, for example, over $100 million to build that fucking boat.
Yeah, that fucking boat.
Yeah, I guess
That
that
doesn't
boat's
even fucking float.
been quite the failure there, that stupid ass arc thing.
They should pick that boat up, haul it to the ocean, drop it in the ocean, and see if it's buoyant.
I cannot wait till it fucking burns down or something.
They got fucking dinosaurs on that boat.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, shit, dinosaurs are supposed to be extinct anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna fit yeah, that really makes sense. You know, you can fit a T-Rex on the Ark, or you can fit a Brachiosaurus on the Ark, or a Brontosaurus. You know, yeah, that. Yeah.
Well, I hear it's not doing well.
What's that?
I hear it's not doing well already.
Yeah, that's what I hear too. The attendance is real poor, from what I understand.
Are you even surprised?
No.
Well, maybe for the area I might be.
Yeah.
I heard that there's no air conditioning or nothing on the thing, and I heard that it's just fucking brutally hot when you go on the inside of it.
I bet you it is, man.
Well, then it'll be authentic.
Oh man. Joel Osteen thinks that spelling, yeah, he's a fucknut. Yep.
Huh?
No, I was just saying what somebody was saying in the chat. Yeah, Joel Osteen's just going to see how many more ways there is to make money. That's all he's concerned about. Gonna take people. Yeah, he should come out. You know, when he comes out into the stage over there in Michigan, Damon Norris, he probably has, you know, some background music like those wrestlers in the WWE, right? And he comes out to that one song, money, 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 money.
Yeah, he's gonna be in one of the stadiums. He might be at Tiger Stadium. I'm not sure.
Toad damn. That's fucking crazy, man. Come on, guys. Daddy needs some new money. Let's go to Michigan.
I'm pretty much like, am I the only one on this planet who is more interested in video games than religion?
Hey, I'm interested in video games too, man. I just haven't got my shit straight yet.
But speaking of Dearborn and stuff, like I said, I went out there. That was probably 1974, and that area was hurting then.
Yeah. I don't know too much about Detroit, you know, with the exception of I knew that at one time it had that Ford factory.
And a lot of that.
Yeah, I don't really know that much about Michigan. I've been there once. That was back in '08. But other than that, I haven't been back that way in a long-ass time.
Well, what was real funny is before I went overseas, my friend I was talking about earlier, he flew out for about a week when I took a month's leave before I went to Thailand.
Yeah.
And I was in Philadelphia, and he was just surprised about how many restaurants were open and stuff compared to
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think nothing of it at the time, but you know, we're talking decades ago. I can't imagine how bad it is now.
Yeah. Well, when I went to Michigan, I stopped in Detroit, and it, I mean, it was the first time I've been there, so I mean, from where I was looking, it seemed okay to me, but I wasn't in the inner city, so to speak. I landed in there. I landed in Detroit via airplane, so I was at the airport, and from what I could see, it looked okay to me.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
I mean, Detroit itself has real high unemployment, like as high as 40%.
yeah.
But
Isn't Detroit where they have that famous pawn shop that's always on TV?
yeah, there is a pawn shop in there that had its own show for a while. Yep.
Yeah. They call it. They say that it's on the 8 Mile, I guess, or something like that.
I don't know. I've never watched the show.
Yeah. That pawn shop over there. They got that pawnbroker they call them. They have security at that pawn shop and everything, man.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I think that as far as that city is concerned, I think that it basically went to shit after the Ford fucking factory left.
Well, it was Ford, GM, all your factories for automobiles were there. It wasn't just Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cadillac. The Ford is actually headquartered in Dearborn,
Oh, okay.
and the Rouge plant is still operational. I think
Yeah,
they make F-150s there.
yeah. That's one of my favorite trucks. I like a certain F-150.
That's what I got. I got a 2010.
Yeah. So how's your cabin been, Demon Horse?
It's been real good. I'm still trying to build. I'm building another cabin right next to it,
Oh, okay.
and just working on it on the weekends. You'd be surprising, how what a small amount of work you can get done on a Saturday. I can
Yeah,
only go to the hardware store one time. If I forget to get something, it's like, oh fuck it, I'll get it next weekend,
yeah.
and I'm doing it all with hand tools also.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of my uncle, one of my dad's brothers. He built his house that he's living in now by himself with his bare hands and tools and shit. Took him 8 years to build it.
I believe it. This is just a hell. It's only like 10 by 12 what I'm making now, and I did start it last summer, and I don't think I'm gonna be finished this summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had an uncle who built his own house. He was the kind of guy that came home and started working as a hobby. He was always building, digging, doing something.
Yeah.
It was unreal. He bought a cabin up there in Pocono Mountains, and the people who constructed it left the stumps. They just cut the stumps down, and every weekend he'd be underneath there digging out the roots as a hobby. Workaholic.
Yeah.
Workaholic.
That reminds me of that Walden Pond. That Thoreau guy. He cleared his own land, and he dug up the stumps too, and burnt the stumps, burnt the roots in his fireplace and everything.
Oh, wow.
He had nothing but hand tools. That's all you had back then.
Yeah, that's true. Can't argue with you there. I wonder who's going to win this presidency, man, because it's close.
Well, I guess whoever wins, we just gotta give them a little bit of a chance.
Yep. See how
Don't
they
start,
handle. Yep.
can't start
See how
bitching that way.
Yep. See how they handle themselves.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised that Donald Trump has made it this fucking far, man.
Yeah, me too. The guy's such a buffoon.
I'd be totally surprised, I have to say, if he wins the presidency, man. Then he's gonna get to work on building that wall.
He can do it himself.
Did you know, I watched a video yesterday that was fucking absolutely hilarious, guys. You know where they have, in Hollywood, they have that Hollywood walk thing where they have all the fucking stars of Hollywood actors on the sidewalk?
Yeah, they built a wall.
Yeah, they build a wall around Donald Trump's star. It was fucking hilarious, man. I watched that and I couldn't stop fucking laughing for about 5 minutes. Oh, shit.
I saw a quote.
What's up?
And we thought Bush was bad.
Well,
Yeah, we all lived through 8 years of George Bush, so we can live through anything, I think.
yeah.
I don't
So
think
if-
that's tested.
So if Donald Trump actually wins the presidency, let's see how he handles the country.
I wonder how many damn generals would dump out.
Yeah. I think, his VP pick is that Mike Pence character.
Yeah, he was a nerd.
Yeah, I've heard that he's pretty bad with a lot of things, man. I've made videos about the guy in the past, Mike Pence.
Isn't he the guy that wanted to have? He wanted to mandate funerals for aborted fetuses.
I think so. Yeah. The
He's
guy's
kind of a weird-looking guy.
Yep.
Very weird-looking.
Oh, I love how Ted Cruz wouldn't endorse Trump.
To be honest with you guys, if lizard people actually existed, it would be Mike Pence. Oh, fuck. Hello.
I saw a quote the other day. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I saw a quote the other day, and I wish I could take credit for this, but the guy said that politics was show business for ugly people.
Yeah. Yep. Hello, Ghost in the chat. Nice of you to stop by, my friend. Ghost Man. Yeah, it's interesting how these two buffoons are going to handle this country once they win the election, if they win the election.
It's not that they are only have to deal with the United States. It's also the rest of the world.
Yep.
That's what I'm scared of.
Yep. I'm scared, the way Donald Trump is, he's going to bring out that red button just to push it.
Maybe.
Like they did with Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Maybe.
I think Donald Trump is gonna. He's the kind of guy that's gonna chum up to people like Putin, and I'm not so much worried about him starting a war. I'm worried about him. All of a sudden our allies are not going to be our traditional allies.
Yep. From what I understand, when it comes to Putin, Putin admires Donald Trump for some fucking reason.
Yep.
I have no idea why.
It's gonna be fun.
Yep. And I'm curious to see how he's going to interact with Saudi Arabia and all of those places.
Yep.
See how he handles himself. I actually hope, to be honest with you guys, man, I'm not happy with the choices we have, but to be honest with you, I actually hope that Hillary wins, man.
Well, yeah, compared to fucking Trump.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. You know, I'm a lifelong Democrat. There ain't no way I'm going to vote for Trump.
Yep. I've been a Democrat my whole life, too. I've only voted strictly Democrat.
Here, a little piece of news for you. Michigan, which is, you know, traditionally a blue state, right now we're being run by Republicans right now. And
Yeah.
a few months ago, they outlawed the ability to vote a straight ticket. Like you just go into the voting booth and you pull the Democratic lever and you vote Democrat for everything.
Yeah.
They outlawed that.
Oh,
And
shit.
and well, now the Supreme Court, not the U.S. Supreme Court, but the Michigan Supreme Court has struck down that law. So they shit can that.
Yeah.
So that's
Can't,
good news for us.
right. You can't do that. You know, I'm saying, that, you can't legislate that shit.
They did. It was in
Like,
place.
well, yeah, you can try to. It's like I can try to sue anybody I want because I need to go anywhere.
And Paul, you can just imagine the fucking lines that would have caused. Yeah, it takes long enough to vote.
Yeah.
The only thing people don't understand that the primaries are not regulated really.
Yeah.
There's no law about that because they're not voting for somebody in office. In fact, back in the good old days, there was no such thing as primaries.
What you eating there, Paul?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. That's what I eat a lot for the protein.
Well, I don't have any jelly, so. And if it's jelly, it must be jelly, not jam, jelly, and Welch's grape jelly.
Yeah.
You
I need
need a bowl of hot soup to go with that.
Soup?
That's what I used to, when I was a kid, man, I'd make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and have a bowl of soup with it.
Milk, peanut butter, jelly.
Yeah.
God's the world.
Peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, like I said, I usually eat the peanut butter for the protein. That's what I do. Because I donate plasma twice a week and I eat a lot of protein just to keep my protein levels up.
Yeah,
That's something.
work out.
Yeah, I like to help people out, especially, that plasma stuff that goes to develop new medications or medications for sick people and stuff like that, which I enjoy doing.
Yeah, I used to go to Children's Hospital and give platelets.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that could be depressing, seeing all those young kids going through that.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
does.
know people that work at a children's hospital, I give them I'll walk up to them and tell them I give them credit for doing it. Because, man, I don't know if I could tolerate seeing that.
Yeah.
Used to go by, you see kids, little kids, 6, 7 years old, who have have arthritis or whatever, and they're all twisted up, and here you have a kid and you can't even fucking play.
Yeah.
Can't even be a kid. Don't mind me, it hurts.
Yeah, I don't know if I could personally handle something like that, man. I mean, seeing kids like that.
And I was given platelets at the time for kids with leukemia.
Yeah.
You know, they're going through chemo and they're losing all that stuff. And at that particular time, pretty much all the kids, the type of the leukemia that hits kids around 4 and stuff, 3, 4 years old, was like
Yeah.
death sentence.
Yo. Sucks, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not
God
good.
has his plans. They just suck.
Do you still do that, Paul?
No, eventually what happened is like there's a virus you can catch, and to you it's just a common cold.
Yeah.
And you can't tell if you're fighting it or you have it, because you know you'll go through stages where your immune system kicks in, and regular bodies are so weak and they can't tolerate it. So I couldn't give platelets anymore.
Yeah. That sucks. Damn, it's so fucking hot here. I wish this temperature would go down. It's irritating the shit out of me, man.
It makes you irritable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got the AC on in here. We got a window unit. We got 2 window units, and it does cool the house down. But I can't stand sleeping at night with the fucking AC on. I can't stand it.
Well, with me, I'm a little bit opposite. You know, we only have one AC unit, and it's in our bedroom when we sleep. So, yeah, that fucker's on during the night so I can sleep, because I cannot sleep in the heat. I will stay up all night. I will be miserable all fucking night, man.
Well, that's the nice thing about here in Denver. After about 8 o'clock or whatever, usually. Right now, the temperature's already dropping. It's 5 o'clock here, and it's down to 90. It was up to 95, I think, today. And
Shit.
tonight it'll be in the 60s. And I shut the air off and open up the windows.
That's beautiful, 60s. I actually went to my cabin last weekend just because I was watching what the temperatures were going to be up there. And on Friday night, the low temperature was 47.
Ooh, damn! I would have loved to have been there.
Yeah, man. I went out and I had a campfire and I was drinking beer and you could actually enjoy the campfire, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. I remember watching one of your videos you made, Demon Norse, where you were naked, man.
Yeah,
I didn't
my eyes finally grew back. Don't do that again.
I didn't exactly show my junk or anything, but yeah, I was sitting on the porch at my cabin, and you know, there's nobody around for probably 10 miles, and it's not like I'm gonna get in trouble or anything.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Well, here at night, I can sleep pretty well. But then
Yeah.
again, I can sleep always well.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I can just, when I'm in bed, I just knock myself out without hitting myself. It's like,
Some other people I know can fall asleep so easily. Man, they can fall asleep within seconds. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't.
oh, I can pretty much sleep on a wooden plank if I want to. Which I've
Yeah.
done a couple of times at my old work. Just grab a
I tell
plank
you what, yeah.
and
I
sleep.
tell you what, give me a good snowdrift and I'm game.
Hey QA, try taking your old lady to Pound Town, and that'll make you go to sleep.
What's Palm Town?
You don't know what Pound Town is?
No.
That's having sex.
Oh. It's too hot for that shit right now, man.
Too
No,
hot.
I was-
Showing your freaking age.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he's 10 years younger, he wouldn't care what temperature it was.
Yeah, if I was actually back in maybe, I don't know, fuck, about I'd say about 15 years ago, I wouldn't have a problem with it at all.
You'd
I
be
can just
dripping
sleep.
sweat right in your eye 15 years ago.
I can literally sleep under the shower, just standing straight up
Damn.
and sleep. Yes.
How can you sleep standing up without falling over, man?
I lean against something and then it's just.
I
Yeah.
always read before I go to sleep, and that's what puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
I often have an audiobook on, but I don't hear anything because I will be gone the moment I hit the pillow.
Well, actually, I go to sleep better if there's a TV on with a little bit of volume. I like to hear noise when I go to sleep. For some reason, how ironic that can be, but
The only problem when I have problems with sleeping, the only time, is pretty much like when on a farm or in a small village or something where there's no sound to be heard.
yeah.
Like I need barking dogs and cars running by and train in the distance, that type of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, you'd love my neighborhood to the barking dogs.
Well, actually, barking dogs don't really bother me either. I just, when I go to sleep, I go to sleep. It really don't bother me much. We have a dog right next to our house. The neighbor has one, and all that dog knows how to do is fucking bark. Every time it farts, it fucking barks. And fucking, it really doesn't bother me. I got used to it already.
That dog would probably get the old yeller with me real quick. Hey kids, it's stew night today.
Yeah.
Where is Wolfer? You're eating him.
By the way, if anybody out there that is watching wants to come in, the link is in the description. What is that, Paul?
Is altitude?
Yeah, that's how high I am right now. Without pot.
The Mile High City.
Well, a little higher than a mile.
Yeah.
Mine would be minus something something.
Are you below? Are you below sea level, Maria, or what?
Yeah, around 11 meters.
Oh shit.
Where are you at?
In the Netherlands.
You're in the Low Countries.
Yeah, and I'm at pretty much at the lowest part of my country anyway.
Yeah.
So if like the dikes break or something, I will be dead.
Yeah. Well, when I went to Florida, I went to what part was that? Sarasota, Florida. That was 11 feet above sea level.
I'm below sea level. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It took me years to figure out when you would read in a book when they would say the Low Countries. It took me years to figure out that they were being literal when they said the Low Countries.
Yeah.
But then again, the Dutch are pretty much the best at building dikes and dams and that type of stuff, just for the reason that our country pretty much, a lot of it is actually below sea level.
Yeah, didn't you guys actually reclaim land? Isn't some of that former seabed?
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm living right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually just reclaimed some land and built a city there. A couple of cities. And lots of farmland.
The way the oceans are going to go, I hope you guys are building them walls up more, or dikes.
Nah, we don't have to. Those are already high enough.
Yeah, pretty soon, from what I understand, the waters are rising significantly because of everything going on with climate change and shit.
Yeah, like our dikes are really high and big. Like it's not like these tiny little things. Like they're massive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a levee. It's a large structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
Well,
talking about the levee in New Orleans here.
No, that's actually child's play compared to what we have.
Yeah.
worried.
And isn't there like locks and stuff on all the river mouths?
Not all of them, but at the river mouths to the oceans, yes. Yes. But then again, we have to do that, else we will be swimming real soon. Oh well. Like a long time ago, like one of these dikes broke, right?
Yeah.
25,000 people dead. A long time ago.
Ooh, fuck.
I think it was around 25 or something, 1925.
Yeah.
But at that moment, we pretty much just went AWOL building dikes and everything to make sure that that stuff never happens again.
Yeah.
People drowning in their houses and shit.
Damn.
Yeah. So, yeah. We learned from our mistakes at that point, and now we're selling it actually to other countries.
Well, all I have. Yeah. All I have. Go ahead.
You're selling the technology to do that?
Not the technology. We build it, like Dubai, right? Those nice little islands with the
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
islands and shit. Yeah, we built those.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and when those sea levels are going to be rising, we will be selling it to everyone on the world for, of course, extreme prices,
Yeah.
and we will be rich.
Hello to Christina in the chat. How are you doing? Oh, let's see what you got here. TQA, are you making the hangout great again?
That's funny.
I'm making America great again. Oh shit.
Pretty much like, hello America, nice New York you have there. Shame if something happened to it.
Shit. Oh fuck, man. Oh,
Yeah.
let's see. What else is going on here? Oh, somebody in the chat, Hector, wants to know what state I live in. I live in Texas.
State of confusion.
Yes, I live in the Panhandle. I live in the South, where there's a lot of Bible beaters around here. Everywhere I turn, there's always bumper stickers on vehicles talking something about religion. You know, there's a church every fucking city block. Yeah. There's actually I'd say a few blocks from me right now, there's actually 3 churches.
3?
Yeah.
Let me guess, next to each other.
No, not really. But
Oh.
I'd say they're about 2 blocks away from each other.
That surprises me, but still, that's way too close to each other.
Yeah.
One
Got
is
a lot. We got a lot of churches here, man.
Apparently so.
I don't know if we have any mosques. I don't think so.
Not yet.
Not yet. So I wonder where the Muslims go for services if we don't have any mosques around here. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
There's a mosque not even 1 kilometer away from me.
My thoughts on supposed Christian who claims that they were atheist. Well, as far as I'm concerned, they were never really an atheist. If you know, you know,
I'm so
they're
unimpressed.
they just do that, you know, to make a lot of publicity. What happened?
I
What,
used to be an atheist.
what happened to did Demon Horse leave or what?
Yes,
think
he
so,
is.
yes.
He must have just dropped out. Who knows? Connection.
Probably a connection problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you know, a Christian who claims that they were atheist before never was really an atheist. You know, I think that's bullshit.
But
Well,
what
it's
if they were?
Not so much that. It's just what they say, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, I was never a Christian, really, because I never bought into Jesus.
Yeah. And Hector in the chat, yes, I can go to a beach. There's a beach really close to me right now. But I don't have the time to go to a beach at the moment. I do plan on going to one in the future. All right, we have Queerly Pumpkin in here in the hangout. How's it going? Unmute yourself. All you have to do is just move your cursor up to the top of the screen, and you'll see a little menu that has a mic. Click on it. There you go.
I've done it. Hello, how'd you do?
How you doing?
Welcome. Hello from England.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm having people from all over, man. Sometimes I get a guy in here in the evenings from Portugal. I got Amaria here from the Netherlands. Now I have you from England. That's cool. That's awesome.
The Europeans are invading.
Yeah,
Fill those borders real quick.
yeah. It's like the Muslims can have Europe. We will just go to the United States as we did in the past.
the
We're
European.
We're gonna take you back. We're gonna take you back.
They're gonna. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna take us back, huh? Oh shit. There's not gonna be any more independence around here, damn it.
Yeah. We have our kings already lined up.
Am I gonna be your new king, Amaria?
Oh no, we will have a king of England going back to the United States.
Oh shit. So what's it like in England over there?
It's a bit of a panic, to be honest. Like, you know the vote over Brexit?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, everyone's in a panic about it. They're all they want a new vote, and they've done a petition, and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, what's gonna happen?" Sorry, am I allowed to swear? I do swear a lot.
Yeah, go ahead and cuss if you want to. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh fuck, you know, what the fuck? It's all gonna go horribly wrong." Panic, panic. That's what it's like at the moment.
Yeah,
nothing-
nice Europe. You have their shame if something happened to it.
Oh fuck, man.
Oh, and
Yeah.
they still haven't activated Article 50, which makes us it says we're going to leave the European Union. So they still might not leave. We still might not leave.
Yes.
Come on, and here I was already getting ready to just kick out all of the English people here. Whoa, there we go.
Well, it looks like there is a chance that you won't be invading the United States after all.
Oh,
No, I'm just joking.
yeah.
Been there, done that.
Oh yeah. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
He's back.
Yep, I'm featuring him now. Hold on. All right, you're live, Demon Horse.
Well, that was only asking the people if they want to leave. It was nothing really legally binding.
Yeah.
You know, it's always wriggle room out of that.
Right, okay, it wasn't legally binding, but they did get a vast majority of the people that voted to leave. So it's democratically binding, I would argue.
I
Depends
understand
on.
that.
It pretty much depends on like who voted. Like the younger generations, they want to stay in Europe.
Well, they
All-
should have fucking voted then, and I'm 19 and I managed to vote, so fuck them if they didn't bother to vote. This is how democracy works. I think it was the most, like, we didn't democratically vote to join,
Wow, I
but
didn't know that.
but we have democratically voted to leave, so deal with it, suck it up, and stop whinging. I'm sick of these people whinging, especially the media is very pro-Europe, very pro-Europe here.
Yeah.
I personally couldn't really care if the UK would stay in Europe or not.
All right, there we go.
We got to understand we got a big problem in this country right now. Somebody hasn't shot him yet.
Somebody what?
Hasn't shot him yet.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna do it.
I didn't name drop.
You don't need to name drop for me to know who it is, and I ain't gonna get myself involved in that bullshit. Fuck that.
I told you, President-elect Trump is reported missing by the Secret Service.
I actually hope that one of these days I could go to Europe. You know, I'd like to go there to check it out.
It's not that interesting.
That's only because you're there.
It really isn't.
No, people usually don't visit their own stuff. You know, they go somewhere else to visit stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People can live in an area for years, haven't seen anything that everybody else is coming to see. Nothing yet.
Well, I've been in a lot of countries here in Europe, and it's all the same, just boring, flavorless food.
Flavorless food.
Is it true that the beer is warm?
Oh, hell no.
No,
Well, maybe in Germany, I guess.
no, not Germany. Germany is
No, in
cold.
England, right? This is an English thing. Let me explain this to you. Like, let me explain to Americans English beer. Our beer isn't the same as yours, so we don't just have lager. You have lager, don't you? You don't have stout or bitter or ale or anything like that.
Well, important.
Yeah,
It
it all
is-
depends what
It's
kind of
also
beer you go to.
it's being brewed at a different temperature. That's one of the differences.
Well, it's stored in a cellar and it's pumped up, so it is cool, but it's not like chilled. So some beers taste better, you know,
Yeah.
not straight out of the fridge. You know, like when you put chocolate in the fridge and it becomes more, it doesn't taste as nice as when it's not from the fridge. It's like that.
Oh, okay.
I prefer my beer ice cold.
I used
Yeah.
to like. Go ahead.
So I was going to make a Netherlands joke.
Go for it. Please do. Please do.
No, this is retarded.
Ah, come on, please do. I love that stuff.
We like to hear the infighting. Go for it.
Yeah, let the Europeans fight it out.
The Europeans fight it out.
I actually like my beer with pieces of ice in it.
You know, all this talk about beer is making me want to walk over to the refrigerator and get one.
Uh-oh.
Go for it. I might actually do the same thing.
Mine's empty. Refrigerator.
What are you drinking there in the Netherlands? What kind of beer do you have?
Just normal beer, I guess. Not fancy German beers or something. I don't really like that stuff.
I have a fancy dry. I have one beer in the refrigerator, and it's Weihenstephaner Vitus.
Yeah.
What I'm pretty much drinking is the same as Hols, or no, not Hols, Heineken.
Heineken is good.
It's disgusting. It's horse piss.
And black is good too.
Yeah.
See what happens when you get below sea level, your taste goes fucking.
You certainly don't want warm Heineken. That's terrible.
Heineken is wrong. It's just wrong.
Yeah. I like Corona myself.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or one of my favorites is Budweiser too.
Oh, Bud.
Yeah,
Jeez, you have the most awful taste in beer.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Budweiser is cat urine.
Oh, TQ, you gotta be joking me.
I think he's kidding.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's one beer. Well, there's one company here. Well, of course, you all know Coors.
Yeah.
But in that same building, there's another brewery, a microbrewery. That's only sold in the state of Colorado. It's Colorado brewery. Of course.
Well, see, yeah, I like a variety of things. I don't like one single drink. You know what I mean? I like Budweiser, like I said. I like Corona. I like what the hell is that other one? There's all kinds of them that I like. You know, it just depends on what it is. But now, lately, these past years, you know, these past couple of years, I've been drinking a lot of whiskey, you know, and stuff like that, you know. And my favorite whiskey is obviously Crown Royal. And my favorite Scotch is Johnny Walker Black.
Ugh, Scotch.
Yeah.
You drink that and it coats your tongue. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but get it off my tongue. My son drinks Scotch. You know, I said he's not my kid.
Yeah.
So apparently TQA likes petrol.
Well, my favorite wine is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the name, but it's called Merlot.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I like?
Is that one of them damn French words where you don't pronounce the T at the end?
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
pronounce them all letters.
What the hell is that other thing that I like? My favorite vodka is called Grey Goose.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite tequila is Patron.
See, I can't say it, so I could drink it.
Yeah.
The only thing I drink is beer.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I grew quite bored with beer. You know what I mean? I just don't know why. I just like my whiskey and wines better.
Yes,
I like whiskey, but wine, it's just.
Yeah.
well, I like Zinfandel.
Shit, I would definitely kill for a nice glass of wine right now, but I don't have any.
I like Zinfandel because you chill.
Tokay. That's
Yeah.
the only wine I'll drink. It's called Tokay.
I could go for some whiskey cola though.
Yeah.
Tokay
I would-
sounds Oriental.
No, it's not. It's
It sounds-
Hungarian.
Okay, just sounds.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're pronouncing or how we pronounce it, it sounds Oriental. Not Oriental, Asian.
Orly Pumpkin brought up something in the chat. She likes Chardonnay. I like Chardonnay too.
She likes what?
Chardonnay.
Sharp cane?
Yeah,
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay, ah.
It's a
Yeah.
French porn star. She's very famous.
Yeah.
She is? I don't know her. Uh-oh.
Look her up, my friend. Look her up.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised Paul doesn't know her because he does watch a lot of porn.
Oh yeah.
Quiet.
gotta
You're
go
only,
on the other
you're only
screen right now.
7 hours away, and I can drive for 40 hours straight.
You don't know where I live, Paul. I haven't dropped them docks.
I just have to say, where's dumbass? And they'll all point. Don't start messing with me. You're going to lose.
Maybe you may know the city. Maybe you may know the city that I live in, but you don't know the fucking address, buddy.
I don't. Oh, I just told you. Where's dumbass?
Nobody hardly knows me here, so that won't work.
Don't take many.
I bet you $1 million if I had it that you wouldn't be able to find me if you got here.
Mm-hmm. You got no money to back it up. So anyway.
That's why I said if I had it.
I know. It's like beer muscles.
Yeah. Beer muscles? I don't get beer muscles. I don't even drink beer hardly anymore. What do they call it these days here in the States? Liquid courage? I've seen a lot of people get liquid courage. They think they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof around here.
Yeah, I know you were having a chat when I got a 6-pack at least.
Oh, shit.
Do you have King Soupers where you are?
No, we don't have any of those here.
Okay. This is very big, Jerry.
Yep. Yeah, I've been to King Soupers before. Yeah, I know those grocery stores.
Yeah, my son just got, and he's working both places. He goes in that, but once he gets established with, King's, he'll buy quick staples until he gets the hours.
So, Orly Pumpkin, I'm curious. If you were here in America, who would you vote for, Hillary or Donald Trump?
I would definitely vote for Trump. Trump all the way. Yeah.
She wants to start a fight.
I used to be like really SJW left winger, and I thought Trump was a joke. But I now think that I would rather have an incompetent joke ruling your country, the most powerful country on earth, than a very, very competent fucking not a joke. Like, she's dangerous, I think. He's not. He won't get anything done.
It's not him doing anything. He doesn't make the laws. It's all the other people who legislate. There's the problem.
But they will block him. They will block him. They hate him. They hate him. The establishment hates him. And that's why I like him. Because anything the establishment hates is probably good.
Well, I'll be honest. I would vote for him too, just to see the world burn.
Just believe me, he's a fuckhead. No. Sorry.
Well, what's your problem with Trump?
What's my trouble with him? He's arrogant. Has very limited knowledge of how the world really functions. His idea of running anything is you're fired or I go bankrupt.
Right, okay, arrogance, that's fine. That it has nothing to do with how good he's going to be in politics. What was your next point?
Like I say, he knows nothing of politics. He knows nothing of the workings of the world. He knows his solution to anything is you're fired. So when he goes in there and finds out he can't fire Congress, he's going to be stumped. Okay, we got a doggy.
So would you rather vote for, would you rather vote for an efficient Nazi or an inefficient one?
Inefficient Nazi or efficient Nazi? There's a selection.
Actually, it was a false choice.
Not all us Americans are completely crazy.
I wanted to make a joke, but So he says, well, that's a solution. I wanted to make the joke, yeah, the final solution.
That's a good joke. I approve of that.
I know, right?
So Trump is like Rudolf Hess or something. He's a Nazi, but he's kind of bumbling idiot.
He's a bumbling
I
idiot.
don't think he's a Nazi.
He just-
I certainly don't think he's racist.
This is a person who said, I got a small loan from my father, $1 million. A small loan. You know, you talk about people in politics are out of touch. He's nothing but surrounded by yes men. Completely surrounded by yes men. No real feedback in his life. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, but like he's rich, so what?
Well, you're certainly not voting out the establishment, so you're certainly not voting out somebody who's going to vote against his best interest when it comes to monies.
Well, no, my first choice was Bernie Sanders. That was my first choice.
Well,
Yeah, that was.
And my second
Well,
choice, my second choice isn't Hillary, because she's totally opposite. Right, Trump is more like Bernie Sanders than Hillary is.
And I just want to see the world burn.
I just want to see the world burn. I'm Maria, keeping it real.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'll burn eventually, one of these days.
I have to go by what he does financially and how he's played financially because I have nothing else to judge him by. And one person had stated, and I would like that, I could look it up, but if he would have played the rules right of, with the monies he has, he should be $8 billion, not a couple $1 billion. He has run more businesses into the ground, and he just pulls out. He starts things, and he pulls out, and he's in the back just grabbing his little money. No, he has no consideration for the small person at all. Absolutely not. That doesn't play in at all.
That
Zero.
Trump University proves that.
Right. He's done all kinds of bullshit in this country.
Yeah, well, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, so I don't know how he is politically per se because he's never been in that power situation of being somebody that can do something, politically. But you just look at his businesses, how he runs, how he treats the people. I've seen more things being coming out now of how he shafted people left and right on business deals. Guy goes in there, goes on the new recreation center, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, he gets 1/3 of what he was promised, the whole bit, and he's got the paperwork and he can't get the money.
Okay, you're saying a politician is corrupt? Fucking hell.
Well, people are people. See, that's the bottom line of everything. People are people. So let's get that out of the way, Yes, people do look out for self-interest. That's nothing unusual. We're dealing with humans. But if you're going to look at a person's track record of how they handle other people completely, and he's a businessman, no, I'm sorry. He hasn't shown anything in the business world that give me any inkling that he has any credit to care about anybody.
And has Hillary shown you anything in the business world to give you
Okay, only thing I can say is I went to I'm in the state of Colorado, and they don't have, they have, what the hell is it? Because no other state I was in ever had it. But you go in there and you vote, not so much how many votes you get to get your constituent, what the hell they call it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They had several people there. Now, these are people who are not in politics, had nothing to do with politics, and you go into a room and everybody's going to see what that particular area that you're in is going to vote for, to have a representative go in there. And I heard several people tell me something she's been doing that you just don't hear about with children's care and other things. And this woman's a nurse, and she wanted her, Hillary in there because, Bernie's good, but she knows what Hillary has done with children's rights and other things like that and push for legislations and stuff. So what am I supposed to go by? And then you got this guy here, and look how he talks. Does he talk in any way of anybody that's ever been reeled in and had to do anything? The only time he has ever dirtied his hands is when he slips off the toilet paper. The man hasn't done anything physically. I mean, worked, sweat for anything. Really had to work. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying all politicians have done the same damn thing, but not all politicians have come in through their husbands and stuff. You know, they've come up through the ranks. They were Joe Blow, whatever the case is. This guy started out with a small loan from his father for $1 million. Now, how much in touch of the reality of the common day person is he with? Give me a break. I might get emotional here, but after a while, it's like, give me a freaking break. I watch every freaking thing. We get that shit 24/7 here. I can put on Fox News, and even they have a problem with the asshole.
Hey, mate, treat to your safe space. Calm down. It's cool. I love you this passionate.
Well, what the hell do you want? It's something that's important. I have a freaking pension that comes out of the federal government. I don't need the federal government to go down because guess what? I'm shit out of luck.
Mate, I was a Bernie supporter.
Hey, Bernie's fine. It looks like it's always rumors and stuff. She might throw the hat in with Hillary.
But I don't think you can switch from Bernie to Hillary because I think they're polar opposites.
I don't care. I know what Trump is. And I'm sorry. I don't want to jump into the fire.
No,
just
it's
to
fine.
prove that, well, maybe he'll be good. No, it's too many people's jobs, too many people's, other things that are important to them than to risk it for what? Just to see if the asshole's not an asshole? I don't think it's worth it. I'm sorry. I don't see any justification. And I'm not young where I can maybe wait 10, 20 years until maybe everything straightens back out, because then I'm in the ground.
I guess we're gonna have to wait. I guess we're gonna have to wait to see just how, if Trump is elected. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see how he does stuff.
I really. The guy has no idea. He's been led all his life by other people.
Yeah.
Outside, outside of, because I watched the TV show and I thought, oh, he doesn't sound like too bad of a guy. But as I watched that damn TV show, I'm going, something's not right here. Something's not right here.
Yeah. See what happens.
Why does he have the mannerisms of Mussolini?
No, that's the whole thing. He has nothing presidential about him at all. When you go into foreign countries, this might come as a great shock to Americans, but you've got to play a lot of politics in there too. And I always get a kick out. They say, oh, Obama isn't saying this, Obama isn't saying that about the Muslims. You don't know what he's saying behind closed doors with the Muslims. If you're trying to get somebody to change over, you can't put a roadblock in front of them to be able to slowly change things. You can't right away come out and disrespect them in front of everybody and wonder why they don't want to talk to you anymore. Give me a freaking break. There's a reality to this stuff.
Well, to be honest with you, this is my opinion, of course. To be honest with you, I wish that they would get rid of that two-term bullshit and just re-elect Obama for another 4 years.
Well, who put that in? That was the Republicans.
Yeah.
Because, you had Roosevelt. He was on his fourth, and he died.
Yeah.
And the thing there is, I give Roosevelt a lot of stuff, but the thing was, the driving force behind him was his wife. When they came out, change the money.
You can have that piece of chicken that's in there.
No, I won't.
That in there?
No, it's not in there.
Heat it up. It doesn't even have to be hot, like 275. It'll heat it up without drying it out.
Oh, okay.
From what I understand now, guys, last time I watched, the former governor of my home state is rising up in the ranks pretty well, and he's eventually going to be able to get into the debates with these guys. Gary Johnson, he's at 12% now, from what I understand. Could be more by now. It'd be nice if the former governor of my home state would be the president. That'd be cool.
Home state? What's that?
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Republican area. Is he Republican?
Who's from Oregon?
I didn't say anything about Oregon. Is he from? I said, isn't that a Republican state?
I'm not sure, man. I don't even pay attention.
Okay. Was he a Republican?
I think he's a Democrat. I haven't really looked too much into him lately.
Well, years back, I used to split my ticket, you know?
Yeah.
Because I like the one senator we used to have in Pennsylvania. Well, so I would split my ticket with him and a couple other people. But right now,
Yeah.
I have no interest in splitting any ticket.
Yeah.
At all, no. This can be one big thing and stamp Democrat, done. Fine, that's it. Go away.
I will say,
Until they grow up as a damn, get back and, you know, grow the hell up and stop enacting on this. You look at the freaking damn thing, I couldn't watch the Republican thing because it was nothing but hate speech the whole time. There was nothing about what we're going to do for the common person or whatever. Are we going to do any legislation to build our infrastructure? Nothing like that. Nothing. Just hate, 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 hate. And keep those English people out of here. Oh, that's Mexican, sorry.
I already gave up on everything. And thus I just want to see the world burn.
Yeah, that's it. That's Europe for you. They give up on everything. Europeans give up on everything.
Nice. Hey,
It's like the French thing. Let's accept.
hey, I'm not French. I'm Dutch.
I know. Yeah, but you're in the European Union.
Yeah, so are you.
Yeah, fuck it. But we did try to live. They fucked over democracy. They
Well, what do
fucked
you
it
think-
over, man.
Hey, what do you think you got over here? We have 50 countries over here.
I fucking admire America. America has freedom of speech, a constitution. It's awesome. I love America.
And guns.
Come over here.
A lot of guns.
Ah,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She
Yeah.
forgot to mention we got millions of idiots over here.
With guns.
Yeah.
yeah, with guns.
America does have a lot of guns, man. More than people, I would think.
No, it's still people around playing.
I wonder if we have more guns or more barking dogs.
Pretty much guns.
Sorry, I can't tolerate a barking dog. Not continuously.
More
So,
guns than.
what do you guys think about guns?
Well, I think that they're fine. I support everybody's rights to have their firearms here in my country.
I have a 22 in the closet and I haven't shot in decades.
Yeah.
I got my
I know you said.
I got a 30-30 that I carry around while I'm at the cabin. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those
Oh,
soldiers.
I got another guy in the chat. Hold on 1 second. Let me feature him. I know who this is.
Hey, man.
Hey, Kento, how's it going?
Going good.
Cisco, he joined.
Yep.
What you been up to, man?
I just finished filming with like 8 other dudes. That sounded gay. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
You guys.
Cisco is my token black friend. I have to have one, being white and English. It's the law, otherwise I'll be called racist. You fucking bitch.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
I know, but you love it.
Well, hell, I'm having a lot of Europeans in my hangout tonight. That's awesome.
European, I'm a peon, everybody's a peon.
What did you Americans think about Brexit? Did you think we should leave or stay?
Well, I never really commented on it because I really don't know that much about it, you know. But
well, the people I talked to, they wanted to stay in.
I was against it.
yeah, because when it came to that stuff, I really never had a comment on it because I don't know too much about that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't against it. I was against UK staying. I wanted them to leave.
To
No.
us, I think it was represented as a decision between. It was almost like a decision between being racist and being non-racist. That's what I got from YouTube. It was a referendum on immigration.
Right, I'm so triggered by that. I am so fucking triggered. Right, that is so wrong. It was about sovereignty or non-sovereignty. So you know we didn't vote to join, and when we did join, we joined the EC, which was the European Economic Union. It was an economic collaboration between European countries, and it gradually came to take over our law. Our laws. Would America allow that? Would you allow someone to come and take over your laws, over our fisheries, over our right? It started with fisheries, agriculture, and then it went to laws, and now they're talking about an army.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's about sovereignty.
Yeah.
That racist thing is what anti-leave people say. Racist, racist, you're racist, you're racist. No. We just don't want to be a part of an undemocratically elected government, a power structure that is focused into few hands. No one can name the fucking EU president. Name him, I dare you.
God, doesn't this sound like a few centuries ago with the American colonies? God.
Yeah, totally. I just want to see the world burn. I don't really care if the UK stays, leaves, bombs another. I don't give a shit anymore. I got other things to do.
Well, the world is gonna burn eventually, but we're not gonna be around to see it.
Oh, I'm making sure I'll be fucking around.
Unless you plan on
4 to 5 billion years from now, you are no motherfucker.
Oh, I will be around.
Yeah, you've got young people in the chat. We're gonna fucking subvert this shit. If we can be bothered to actually get off the computer and do it.
Well, because in 5 billion years the sun is supposed to expand and it's supposed to basically swallow up the Earth and it'll be pretty much done for.
Yeah, and I'll be around to watch.
Hey man, you're gonna be immortal, Maria, or what?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm secretly Jesus.
Well, I'll fill my bank account with $1 million then.
Done. Go check your bank account.
Yeah, right.
I'm checking mine right now.
I'm checking mine right now.
No, only the one of TQA. Those are not American dollars. Those are Bible dollars. They don't show up. When
See, Amaria is like one of those religious people here in the States that go to these restaurants, these diners, if you will, and instead of leaving an actual tip, they leave these fake 20s with Bible passages on the back.
That's something I would actually do, just to be an asshole.
Yeah.
But instead, with the Bible verse, it would just be like a middle finger just on it.
Yeah, South Pole can't melt quick enough to drown those damn bastards out in the lagoons.
Yeah, somehow I picture Amaria doing something like that.
Yep.
Imagine me being a waiter, right? And I go to Amaria's table, and I serve him his food, and then when he leaves, and I look at the table. Oh, he left a 20 for me. Right on. So I pick it up and look at it, turn it around, and there's a big Bible passage on the back saying, "Have you talked about Jesus lately?"
I wouldn't put something like that. Just a fake 20 note, but instead of a Bible verse, there would just be like a middle finger on it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fucked up, man. That'd be fucked up. See if I serve you now.
Yoda loves.
Oh shit.
I'm a terrible person.
But you don't have to go out of your way to show us.
Oh, but that's the thing. That's my whole spiel.
He likes to leave fake money for people and use it as tips.
Like, I see a baby with a lollipop. I will fucking steal his lollipop just to make him cry.
Not me. I'll just let him have the candy and that's, just leave him alone.
And I would steal his lollipop.
Well, you're horrible. I sort of hope hell does exist and you go there and you're given lollipops for eternity and someone steals them off you.
Yeah, I could picture Maria stealing candy from young babies, making them cry.
Yep.
What a con. Don't fucking go to the Netherlands, people. That's what they're like. They're horrible human beings.
Yes, we are.
Come to England instead. We're nice.
Hey,
we love foreigners. We don't steal lollipops off babies or Americans.
Hey, I never said Dutch people are nice. Who do you think who invented industrialized slavery?
I'm from Fort Pennsylvania Dutch, George. So you're making me feel bad.
You're welcome.
I'll piss on the Dutch anytime. They're dreadful.
Yeah, well, even though
in World War II, they didn't do a fucking thing. They were useless. At least you Americans were useful.
We did things.
No, you didn't. What did you do?
We did things. Absolutely, we did things. We went to the UK with our queen at that time. Yeah. How about that?
What, the Netherlands?
To fucking hide, of course.
To hide?
Oh shit, the Nazis are coming. Whoop! To the UK. Yep.
Oh shit. Oh man.
That's the thing.
Right, so to change the subject slightly, it's okay. You said about Muslims. I'm sorry to talk about this because I know it's controversial, but there is a difference between Muslims in America and Muslims that are Muslim immigrants that are influxing Europe at the moment. There's a difference. You can't equate them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that there.
Well, the one Muslim I talked to, I brought this up before here, I met the Houston, Texas Atheist organization there, and he said it was much easier for them to assimilate in this country than it is over in Europe.
Yeah, and also because they have to travel overseas, there's some cost involved. So you get the posh ones, basically. It's true, and we just get the ones that, and they are immigrant, like refugees. Who would refuse a refugee? No one would. If someone's going to die or be tortured or anything, you wouldn't refuse that. But let's face it, this wave of immigration is not refugees; it's immigrants. And Saudi isn't taking them. The Sharia law fucking countries around them aren't taking them.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about, refugees going to Europe a lot, man, a lot of them. And I'm not sure about the amounts as far as America's concerned. I'm not sure, how many are here in the States.
Nothing compared to over there.
Yeah.
And it's also probably slightly different because we have a social security system where we have to house people and we have to give them money to live on. I'm not sure if you have that or not.
They don't.
Well, no, we don't have a lot of stuff that you guys have over there.
We have people on the streets because they don't have money.
Yeah, so we have to house them and give them money to live on and give them hospital care, obviously. And when you get 1 million people coming into your country suddenly, it fucks things up. It really does. It's fucked things up.
Yeah. Wouldn't they have to scramble for all this money to give them?
Mate, there's countries that there's apologetic European countries like Germany that are evicting German people to house Muslim immigrants because there aren't enough. The whole infrastructure needs to change. Right, immigration's awesome. I like immigration, but it needs to happen gradually. So your economy and your infrastructure can expand to fit that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I was going to say stabilize, yeah.
So you can't equate American Muslims with European Muslims. Yeah, and also Sweden's now the rape capital of Europe because of Muslims. They do rape a lot. They're a bit rapey.
Yeah,
sorry, Muslims, but you are, mate.
I've been hearing a lot about that, about a lot of, refugees doing that shit over there in Europe.
Well, of course, they've grown up where women are totally covered up, and then they get, women aren't totally covered up, and they think, well, they're sluts, they're whores. Of course we can.
Well, they automatically consider them second-class citizens, covered or not covered. Right off the bat. And they're also told they have no control over themselves.
They do have control over themselves. They're human beings.
No. That's not what they're told, see? It's what you're told and what excuse you can use.
Right, well, I don't care what they're told. They are human beings who have agency, personal agency, and they can choose not to rape.
I understand that. We understand that, but their excuses, and that's how their customs are. Woman's not covered. She's second, third class citizens anyway, and they're told from childhood men don't know how to control themselves around naked women. So there you go.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and that's why we need to wipe that religion out, or better still, have a reformation. It needs a reformation.
Yeah, that's what I said in a previous video I made about it, about there needing to be a massive reformation because right now it's out of control, man.
Well, unfortunately, they had one back. Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about how in the beginning with the religion and stuff, they were pretty much scientifically illiterate and stuff like that. So one of their, clan in the religion decided that mathematics was the work of the devil, and ever since then. So they had a reformation, but it went worse. So they need one to the good. They got to go to the light side. Go from the dark.
And that's very difficult with the Quran, because I always have a Quran next to me. With the Bible, it's easy, because you just focus on Jesus. And Jesus was lovely. He was really nice. Okay, so, but with the Quran, it's a bit more difficult. Have you read it? It really is fucking dreadful.
Well, I haven't had an opportunity to read the Quran yet.
You will throw it at a wall I bet within 2 pages you will throw it at a wall. It's dreadful. It's horrific. It's going to be really hard to have a reformation with that book as your fucking, God.
Yeah, I was recently in a debate a couple of weeks ago with some people, and I have the position that when it comes to Islam and Christianity, they're basically the same thing to me, because all it is a matter of interpretation and taking things out of here and putting things in there, And for instance, Jesus himself was mentioned in the Quran 147 times, and so is Noah, and when Muhammad went up to the top of the hill to talk to an angel, who did he talk to? The archangel Gabriel himself, to receive this revelation, if you will, allegedly. And, it's just, I don't know. And these people didn't believe me, so I went and did some research, and I found a video where Christopher Hitchens was talking about this same exact issue, And I don't know.
I watched this one show I watched. It's called the New Covenant Group.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever caught them on YouTube. And it's a good discussion. They've had Aaron Raw on there and stuff, for what it's worth. But I was to watch along with Aaron Raw and this other guy who was religious, but he's not ate up with the dumbass. He's not Christian. But anyway, and he was saying that the problem is, and it's the truth, is God is not what they follow. They follow the book. That's their God.
Hey guys, I'm going off to bed. It's 2 in the morning.
Okay, Maria, thank you for coming by, sir.
I understand why you're having a problem, because the flat earthers say we're all in the same thing.
For flat earthers.
We should be in the same time zone. What are you talking about, sir?
But yeah, I mean, like I have to agree, when it comes to Islam is very fucking brutal right now, man. I stumbled across an article today. I forgot the place where it was at, but they thought that it was totally appropriate to behead a 12-year-old boy, man. Really? And I was like, God damn, 12-year-old boy didn't even get a chance to live his life, and right away he had his life taken away from him. Fucking insane.
Well, isn't it also that the religion does allow the, says how the state's supposed to be? I mean, you got it right there.
Yeah.
How the government's supposed to be.
I mean, it would be nice if there was a reformation, but this situation is complicated, man. There's so many variables involved with this shit, it's not even funny.
And one of the variables is that they kill people.
Yep, I agree.
And that's a big one. This is why I hate fundamentalist Islam. I hate it. And I'm prepared to say it out here, because it fucking encourages terrorism. But killing the unbeliever scores you God points. You will go to heaven and have your virgins and fucking have an awesome time. You can do whatever you want in your life, but if you kill unbelievers, you will go there. And they take this shit literally.
Yes, that's the real problems they do.
Yeah.
Like I said here before, when I went to Thailand, and I ran into people, it's Buddhism over there and stuff. And not that it's a bad religion per se, but the thing I'm getting at is that was the first time I've seen people who really, really, unlike they do here, they really take it. In Buddhism, if you get a hangnail, that's because, you were supposed to get one. Anything is over here, it's, a heart attack or something like that. Okay, all of a sudden now it's your time only to go. Over there, it's your time for anything. Get in a car accident, anything that happens to, get a broken leg, whatever, it was your time to have it. It isn't just death.
Yeah. The 4th or 5th most watched video on my channel right now is about a woman in Afghanistan that got stoned to death because I think I can't remember the specifics. The information is so vague to me right now. But she got stoned to death because some people weren't approving of what she did, I guess, apparently, and they dug a big old hole in the ground and put her in it and just went to town, man. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
Well, I used to have the thing in Europe with burning witches.
No. Listen, like
really?
when did we do that? How long ago was that?
I understand that.
Are you saying, long ago we did that, so it's okay that Muslims?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You implied it.
No, I did not. No, I did not imply it. Please, this is Paul. This isn't some guy off the street. Okay, I don't think that way.
Hey,
I'm just saying that before they went through their bullshit, when they had control, like you have now with Islam in their countries, when they had control. Because who was it that brought it up? The one who does the one who does the things. He plays God.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Paul.
But anyway, he was saying, it'll come to me later, but he was saying, you showed us how you are. I'm talking about the Christians. When you had control in Europe, look what they did. And that's what I'm saying now. Because the countries you have now are, under Israel law and so, what you call it? What do you have? You have this shit. That's what I was getting at. I'm not making excuses because, they did it before and that makes it okay. No way. No. Wrong is wrong no matter what it's done.
No.
I can't think of his name. I even got him on Facebook as a friend.
What were you going to say?
I don't understand your point. Like, why is burning witches like fucking centuries ago?
Well, okay, what it was with the burning. Matter of fact, who was the one that did all the damn Vincent Price? He was in a movie, and it was the people who are not. The women who were not the ones they liked became witches. So that's what happens to the ones now in these other countries. The ones that are not favorable, they have a way to get rid of them. They can stone them for something. They can dig up something and stone them and kill them.
Kill who? I don't understand your point. What's this got to do with witches? We did that centuries ago, but we've evolved and changed.
I understand that, but I'm saying that they're using that excuse in their country now for whatever to get rid of people they don't like.
Yeah, but they're total cunts. Who cares? They will use any excuse to stone women or kill gays. They will do that. And we need to not go, sorry, we did some bad thing 200 years ago. We need to not do it.
No. You're missing my point. I'm not going to go crazy trying to get you to understand. You listen to me long enough, you know where I'm coming from. Okay? I'm not going there. I had enough things today.
Yeah, but
I didn't understand the point. Can someone explain?
If you don't see it, fine. At the moment, fine. I just ain't going to go there. I'm just saying that whoever's in control religiously can get rid of people they don't like. They'll drum up whatever. Back in the old days in Europe, it was witch burning, where they burned a lot of women and a lot of people they didn't care about. All of a sudden, they became witches. And now you have the same thing on the Muslim world, where somebody they don't like, they're finding something they're not doing right, witch or whatever the case may be, and they're being stoned to death.
Yes, that is correct, and it doesn't make it right.
I didn't say it does. Of course I don't say it does. I said wrong is wrong.
So why bring up the witches then?
I'm just saying that
the witches are irrelevant. Me.
No, to you don't see the connection. Unfortunately, I do.
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't.
No.
Maybe I do. I've been around a couple of years. Not meaning you're not around long enough, but I've been around a few years and seen the love of bullshit go underneath the fucking damn dam or underneath the bridge. Connection to stuff real quick.
There were people.
It's how people in power will use whatever they need to get rid of whoever they want.
There were people at that time that said, I think there were probably people, I don't know how the burning witches stopped, but I think there were probably people that said,
Reformation. You had the Renaissance.
yeah,
You had the Renaissance.
Followed by the Enlightenment.
What's up, Tento?
Followed by the Enlightenment. Or
The Enlightenment. That's what you started to have, and that's what we need to have. That's what we need to have again here. Because we got too many people who are flat earthers and maybe some.
There are some forms of Islam that are reformed, but they're not as popular as they should be. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's because, you know, the brutality of everything simply dominates, man. I mean, that everything else simply gets drowned out.
Unfortunately, we can go to the dark side as any civilization too damn easily sometimes. Fear is a horrible thing.
And terrorism breeds fear. That's the point of it.
Yep. That, you know, yep. It creates fear for society, man.
Oh, yesterday I was enjoying myself watching some snipers taking out some ISIS people, you know, guys. The ISIS is, you know, recording on their phone, you know, the guy shooting the damn rifle or machine gun, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden, whoop, a headshot.
That's how you know.
You know, war is. That's why, like I said, I always said here, and I'm a war vet, but I joined the Air Force because I had no delusions about what war is. War is permanent. War is the real thing. It's not a game. Like I said, I'm watching these guys are shooting their guns and and headshot, go on. It's for real. It's no game. There's no game in this bullshit. Death is like, that's it, you're done. No virgins, I'm sorry. But the thing is, they're never told that they stay virgin. Just because you have them doesn't mean you can pop their cherry.
Yeah, it's only just to. I think, you know. I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
You can't tell. You just don't know what tips over something. I mean, I guess I would have to probably read on the, you know, late in there, the Renaissance and stuff, to see how that took. I mean, yeah, it's going to take time, yes.
Yeah,
but
because
how fast it changed and all the other little things that came into play when people became more enlightened and started, you know, questioning the church's authority.
Because you have, you know, if you, you know, look at the current situation, you know, regarding Islam, you know, you have to look, you know, what kind of progress are they making in regards to all of this bullshit going on? And quite frankly, I don't see any. If you, you know, look at the current situation, you know, and like I said, the situation is going to absolutely get a whole lot worse before it gets even better.
Yes, I agree. They are getting more and more militant and more aggressive. And it's a problem. It's a real issue. I don't think people are making videos about Muslims because they want views. I think they're making videos about them because they're genuinely scared of fundamental Islam. It is scary.
You know, especially when they have, you know, what do they call them? Sleeper cells, I guess. They have them all over in this country, I believe, all over the place. All it takes is a fucking phone call, man, or an email, and it's over.
I don't know. That's scare tactics too. Somebody says it makes it so, man.
You know, it's just unpredictable, unstable. You know, everybody's at risk. What's up, Tento?
Radical.
Yep.
Gnarly. Well, not gnarly, but
well, as long as you can think of the other person as being less than you, then you have a problem. The rest of you because they don't believe in what you believe. As long as you can degrade the other person, you have a problem.
Wait, are you talking about degrading Muslims?
It's all about degrading anybody. Muslims degrading
Right, I'm not
whoever,
degrading.
whoever you go after, you degrade them.
But I'm not degrading Muslims.
No,
I'm saying that
the religion, I understand. I'm not saying you. I'm saying anytime you have any group, you had it with the Germans, with the Jews, or whatever the case may be, is you take whatever group you want to knock out or take over, or whatever, you degrade them. Not you personally, the government degrades them. Go back to World War II and stuff and look at the cartoons that used to come out. See, I used to see them. I was a kid before they finally took them off, but they used to make all the Japanese bucktooth wearing glasses so thick you couldn't see through them, and degrade them and all that stuff. Get the Jap, get the Jap, get the Jap, whatever the case is. That's how it's done by everybody.
it's okay to degrade someone. If you go to the Nazis and go, you know what, Nazis, you're fucking cunts, that's okay.
I understand that, but they degraded other people. Everybody degrades whoever they want to put down. They're not like this. They're lesser than this. Star Trek, we used to be famous for bringing out human nature and how things are done and degrade. They had episodes of that stuff.
Well, I'm not talking about individual people. I'm talking about the ideology. The ideology is shit.
Oh, I understand that. I'm not talking about the people themselves, their ideology, and what do they do so they can kill somebody else? They degrade them. That's what I'm getting at. Yes, but if you're not a Christian in this country, you're a piece of shit. Okay? We have it here. I can't go around telling everybody, hey, I'm an atheist. You've got to be kidding me. How many people I watch on the YouTube, and then they come out as an atheist to the family, and they lose all kinds of family. Family, not just friends. Family.
I know. Why is America so retarded like that? We don't have that in England.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, we see this shit all the time over here. So it's really easy for me to make connections with other things because I see it here.
Yeah, in America, it's far behind on so many fucking things, man.
Well, it's mostly middle America. I mean, I can say I'm an atheist, and only like the minority groups get pissed off at me.
Right. Depends where you live, though. It also depends where you live.
Usually, it's like, oh, that's a white boy thing. How are you gonna be a fucking atheist? What the fuck? Usually it's in Spanish, but yeah.
Why do you hate God? I don't believe him. Why you deny God? Oh my God.
So what you believe in, huh? What you believe in, man?
So what do you believe? You can go around and just killing other people anytime you want? Where do you get your morals from? You read the Bible and you go, where the hell do you get your morals from?
You're a sick dude, man. You're a sick dude.
Wait, it's an interesting question. Where do you get your morals from? Yeah, like, I was never christened or baptized, so I'm a heathen. Where do I get my morals from?
Yeah, that's what they're at. That's what you'll be asked. Now, I haven't had it myself so much because I just don't say nothing, or usually with people who are pretty much like thinkers. But I don't know how many times you hear them, people when they come out as an atheist, or they have debates with somebody, and right away, where do you get your morals from? I said, where do you get your morals from? That book where it shows you to stone people? Oh, we don't pay attention to the Old Testament, but then they'll spout off about the Ten Commandments, which is the Old Testament. So I mean, the problem with this country, and I'll tell you why. One of the biggest reasons why. It's not a state religion. Over here, you have a smorgasbord. Well, my mother, who was, I mean, she's gone now, but she was a born again. And when she moved down to Florida, where I was, she had to go around for a while shopping until she found a church she liked. It's a smorgasbord, so people can find a church that seems to give what they want to hear their God to be.
What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Jonathan?
Too easy to shop around.
Can you say something?
Nah, your
audio's
like a chipmunk.
Yeah, your audio's a little messed up.
Little. Sounds like a chipmunk on steroids.
Yeah, you added a chipmunk. Yeah, what's the chipmunk's feelings about all this?
Who knows?
I don't know.
I have squirrels around here. All they want to do is me to have them feed them shelled nuts.
Chipmunks.
No, it's squirrels. Good squirrels. Nah, your audio's horrible.
Yeah, your audio's messed up, Jonathan.
Maybe come back in. Try that. There we go.
Yeah, he'll probably try and come back in. Yeah, his audio wasn't working right for some reason.
But the biggest problem over here is, it's been brought up a lot of times, is it's too easy for people to go around and shop for the church of their choice. That's why there's so many different choices, so many 35,000 different choices over here. Jeez.
Yeah.
It took my mother about a year or so to find a church that she liked.
She cherry-picked churches.
Yes.
She did a...
Yes.
Why do people do that?
I don't know.
Because they can here. That's why. Because they can. Over in Europe, you couldn't cherry pick. Over here, yes, you can.
Yeah, the South has a high concentration of churches. A high concentration. And even where I live, it's still pretty high compared to every other place in the world.
Oh, it's real funny. When I lived in Philadelphia, I had a lot of feedback from somebody.
I'm interested in why America is still so religious.
I just realized.
I just told you, because it's easy.
I just realized something, okay? I'm closer to 2 synagogues and a Methodist church than the nearest restaurant or deli. Holy shit, I just realized that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And I live in New York City, like 15 minutes away.
Well, like I was saying earlier, over here where I'm at, in the general neighborhood where I'm at, there's actually 3 or 4 churches that are about a block from one another, block to 2 blocks. I mean, there's a lot of churches here in this city, man.
Now, in Philadelphia, where I was born, anyway, there was a lot of Catholic churches. I mean, almost like you're saying, like almost every few blocks or whatever the case is. They're all gone now. I mean, the church is there, but as a Catholic church, where I was married, it's no longer a Catholic church.
Yeah.
My wife was Catholic, and so she's seen the wife. Well, anyway, and like I said, that particular religion was, let's face it, it's not. You don't go to. You might like a particular preacher or whatever at a church, but there is, you go from one to another. It's the same damn thing, Yeah. And always got a kick. You went to the damn pew in front of you, right? You get the little what you call for what the mass is going to be, right? And it's like made out months in advance. What the mass is going to be, what songs are going to be sung. Everything's all there. And I really got a kick out of it. On the back of it, it had a copyright.
Huh.
Like, who the hell's going to copy this? What we're going to do, copy this and give it to the Methodist?
Jonathan, can you talk now?
I don't know, man. Is that any better?
Oh, much.
Now you're perfect. I believe Orly Pumpkin had a question for you. Go ahead and ask him if you want to.
I have absolutely no idea what my question was. I've totally forgotten it.
You were asking.
Yeah, I can ask him if he likes penguins.
Penguins?
Yeah, on bread with butter.
Bread and butter.
On bread with butter?
I'm a vegetarian and I'm triggered. I'm retreating to my savings.
Oh,
That's cool.
the
I'm going to take up your slack.
From,
Pardon? What did you say?
to me, you know, eat it before it gets a chance to eat you.
Yeah, man, kill it and grill it.
Kill it and grill it. I'm sorry.
It's cool for vegetarians, man. That's cool. I dig it. I couldn't do it personally.
I cook bacon for my friends. I'm not like one of the military. I used to be. I did used to be horrific. But I'm not now.
Bacon is good.
Yeah, I cook it even. It smells horrible.
No,
really
horrible.
Smells good.
The only two meats I miss are I miss sausages and I miss chicken. I really miss chicken.
I bet you miss sausages.
Oh, be nice.
Come
Chicken.
on, man.
There's got to be chicken around you not too far away. You wouldn't miss it.
But I tell you, I can grill up some chicken.
I do like chicken. It doesn't even taste like meat. It's like something better than meat.
Hey, earlier I was listening to y'all's chat on my phone when I was laying in bed, and we're talking about the Middle East and all the violence and stuff. I actually have figured out how to fix the problem. I have the solution for world peace right here. Are you ready for this one?
I don't know.
Okay.
As long as you don't drop your sword.
No, man. Here's the deal.
Bomb them.
I know Bill Maher said once that the reason that Christians in America are so nonviolent is because we've become quite lazy. For instance, he said, here in America, you don't wake up and then look out the window and see your neighbor mowing the yard next door and realize it's the Sabbath, and you think, oh, they're working on the Sabbath. I think I should kill him. We don't do that here. So I'm trying to figure out why most Christians can cherry pick their religion over here and be so passive, and I think I figured it out. It starts with being lazy. And what we need to do is we need to figure out why most Americans are lazy, and then we need to make the people in the Middle East lazy. So I was thinking we get some big transport airplanes, like some C-130s. We load them down with like pizza and weed and clowns and balloons and candy and porn and freaking air conditioners and lazy boys and computers and free internet access and direct TV and shag carpet and flip-flops and foot massage machines and anything you can think of that would make you go, I would go blow myself up tonight, but I've got leftovers in the fridge. The lazy boy has a vibration mode. I would do that, but I got this other stuff to do. And I really think instead of bombing them, if we could get NATO to put the money together and weekly airdrop all this kind of stuff, that eventually they would chill the hell out. What do you think?
Just dropping your meat everything.
I feel like 95% of the things we'll airdrop will be haram, and your plan will completely fail.
Oh, yeah. They shoot the plane out of the sky, and there goes all the food.
Well, I don't know, man. I think if you look at most religious Americans, then they cherry pick their religion to the nth degree and justify it in their brain. I think the motivation for that is the fact that they like their lifestyle, they like what they have, and they realize if they went full on board with their religion, they would they'd end up in prison actually for killing people.
Well, I think I don't know. You guys can let me know what you guys think about this, but I think that there's a big difference here, and let me tell you what that difference is. You see, when it comes to the United States, I think that, we are a secular nation. There are laws here and stuff like that. This country isn't ruled by a theocracy versus some place like Afghanistan where, that place is ruled by a theocracy. You know what I mean? And I think that's something, worthy of talking about. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I think that, I mean, yeah, our country isn't officially a theocracy, but the majority of people in the United States claim to be religious, and specifically some form of Christianity. And we're armed to the teeth. We got guns everywhere, and I think we're fortunate we don't have more violence than we do have. But I think it's just complacency and laziness when it comes to not doing what your religion says, and that's a good thing. And I think that's the key to getting a lot of these religious wackos to chill out is give them options in their life and let their human laziness take over, and then they'll find a perfectly good reason to try to live their life here and not die when they're 25 years old with a bomb strapped around their chest.
Yeah.
Like free McDonald's for life or something.
Free McDonald's for life.
Yeah, but
Free shakes.
a lot of them, I don't know what their standings are, so-called materialism, whatever the case is. I mean, how much stuff do they have? If you have nothing to lose, what the heck? Like
I
you're
don't know,
saying,
I'm poor. I don't have much, but it doesn't take much for me to be happy, so.
Well, I can say again, when I was in Thailand, we were considered, even though we were GIs, as being rich.
Sure.
So, did you answer why America is religious?
I told you guys smoke religions over your churches. That's the reason. It's so easy to choose and pick what you want.
No, I don't think that's the reason. I really don't.
Well, okay, I have not been asked that around here, but I live in the South area, so it really, real ate up with it. But it's nothing for people to be asked. Oh, you're new here. What church do you go to?
So it's like social pressure.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, well, here where I live, man, there's churches everywhere. I literally have 28 churches in a 6-mile radius of my house, and yeah, and my kids have caught a bunch of that crap at public school because apparently church is supposed to be part of your everyday routine.
Yeah.
But it still hasn't answered the question why you are still so religious as a country. We've become... England isn't religious.
You got one church to pick from.
Yeah, people go to church, but they just do it, and they don't really believe it. They just do it as a community thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big social thing here too, and I think one reason the United States is still so religious is basically because religion provides, this comfort factor to people, and a lot of people don't want to get rid of their security blanket, man. They've always had it. Their parents have had it. Their grandparents have had it. They like the social construct on the weekends to go hang out with their friends and then go out to the food bar and pig out after church is over. It's a cultural thing, and I don't know. Some people think that
So it's more being part of a community than actually believing in the thing.
I think they'll tell you. They'll say, "No, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it." But I think they don't really understand that. To them, it's more of a social construct and the satisfaction of that more than they actually believe it. I mean, you can say, "Hey, you really think a snake talked? You really think some dude walked on water?" And they'll go, "Oh, yeah." And you know they're full of crap, man. They don't believe that shit.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the reason why a lot of people here are still very religious is because of the fact that I think that it has a lot to do with the fear of their own mortality, man. They're afraid of death so much You know, that they want that security blanket. They want that comfort that basically eases them through their final ride. You know what I mean?
Well, if that's the case, then why isn't she's saying, you know, there's a lot fewer religious people in the UK or in Britain. Are they not scared to death?
Yes, everyone is, but you come to terms with when you're dead, you're dead.
Yeah.
But they got a happy place to go to.
So Americans, she said, Americans haven't come to terms with it, or they refuse to come to terms
No,
with it.
I did not say that. You're putting words into my mouth. I didn't say that. I said
Well, what I'm
about
saying,
I'm just interested in why Americans are so religious, so.
Because it's so easy for them. Like I said, there's a smorgasbord of churches to pick from to keep you going. Like I said, my mother took about a year until she found the church that really kind of fit how she wanted to believe in God and Jesus.
I think another reason too that it's still thriving here is because it's big business. I mean, it's a tax-free entity. You got a lot of people, a lot of big churches, mega churches, making lots of money, and there's a lot of people employed at those churches to make money. And I think that's a motivator too. I mean, it's good business.
Yeah, a lot of people, like I said, want to take away the tax exemption. I say, not so much take away the tax exemption, make them have to open the books. Make it so they have to show them.
Well, most of the churches do release a statement every year to the congregation to show where the money's going.
Yeah, but they can fabricate anything. I mean, there's nothing really.
Well, I think as far as taxes go, I think they should. I understand why they say no, you can't tax churches because of the separation of church and state. They'll say if you tax a church and the church doesn't pay the taxes, then the government has the right to lock the doors. That's a violation of church and state. But what I do say is, how about this? How about you tell all the churches, the synagogues, you tell all the mosques, you say, all right, fine, you're still tax exempt, but we're voluntarily accepting property tax yearly. And if you feel so moved to do it, then we'll take it. If you don't, there's no consequence. And then remember, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, but I still say open the books.
Well, you're saying the books are fixed, so there's no reason to open them.
No. I mean, the only reason they can be fixed to the congregations because there's no legal reprimand. There's nothing that can go back. If you tell your congregation, this is what we're spending money on, is anybody going to take you to jail? They find out. How can they investigate it?
I got some names for you. Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen.
All other charitable organizations are open.
Reverend T.D. Jakes.
They can be checked by the Fed. You cannot.
They know.
They cannot check their tax returns. Well, right, they don't do taxes, but nobody can look at their stuff.
Creflo Dollar was hitting up his congregation for a jet, and his congregation didn't flinch. They started raising money for him.
No. I believe he was raising $65 million for a jet or something like that.
Yeah, like when Jim Baker and he did this whole property scam thing years ago that got him busted and put him in jail. I mean, even when he got back out, people jumped right back on board with him. I mean, it was obvious that he's a scam artist. It's obvious that he was wasting church money. But you know what? All he did was say, "I'm sorry," ask for forgiveness. His congregation were right back. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I think most people realize church is a scam, and they go anyways, and they do it. I mean, like the Catholics, man. Down in Brazil, they have these statues in like the Walgreens grocery store with like a box on it where you can deposit money, cash, say a prayer, and your sins are forgiven. It's that handy.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy, crazy, crazy.
I tell you, man, you gotta make them lazy.
They'll be so stoned and full they don't want to blow up anything.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what happened. That's what's happened over here, man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the Bible says that if a man lies with another man as a woman, it's an abomination. Surely he should die. And so you go find the most hardcore Christian you can and be like, do you know any gay people? Oh yeah. Have you killed any today? Oh no. Why not?
Well, I do think that if a lot of Christians, not a lot of Christians, I should say, if certain Christians in this country had their way, and this country was ruled by a theocracy, I can pretty much guarantee you right now that if they could actually get away with it, all of us would be lined up ready to get decapitated. I guarantee it.
Yeah, in certain areas of the country, probably. Depends on where you're at, but yeah, I could see that.
No, I disagree. I don't think Christians in America I don't think Christians in America would decapitate people.
Well, for instance, the reason why I mentioned that is because over here in this country we have a couple of people that are actually fucking crazy enough to do it if they could actually get away with it.
I agree.
Right, and you just said a couple of people. It's not like Saudi Arabia where you have the majority of the population.
Agreed.
Yeah, you've got a couple of people. Christians would never do this anymore. They wouldn't. I think Christians are better.
But you have people in politics. You have people in politics and religious groups over here stating such.
Yeah, they would.
Yes, you do. And how big are they? How big are they? How many Muslims are there? Millions? How big are these groups?
I'm talking about Christians.
Yeah, how big are these groups? How many Christians want to kill people?
Regardless of that.
There's some.
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't know the size of them.
I think very few Christians want to kill people. I think they followed Jesus, and Jesus was peaceful, and he didn't want to kill people.
Hey, let me tell you, I work in the hospitality industry, and the other day this dude I drive a shuttle at the airport, and the guy was getting off, and he was telling me about how he hopes that the Republicans win the presidential deal and the Democrats are evil. By the time we got to the airport, he said, just so you know, I'm a Christian from South Alabama, and that Obama, that nigger, if I had a chance and I could get away with it, I'd shoot him in the fucking head. He said, I don't even care. And then he walked out.
And that proves what exactly? Yeah, like
that he's a crazy, violent Christian, and if he
you've met one crazy, violent Christian. Shall we look at the terrorist attacks that are happening in the world? Shall we look at that, or shall we look at who's been killed today? What fucking group did this? Why is everyone so scared of criticizing Islam? They are killing.
Fuck Islam. Fuck Islam and its ass.
Christians aren't killing people, except there's that one African nation that still fucking.
I thought we were just saying if some of the crazy radical Christians could get away with murder, they would do it. I'm not taking anything away from Islam. Those motherfuckers have got the whole damn corner of the lot as far as murdering people for their religious shit, and I think they all fucking suck.
But we're not doing that here.
Mm-hmm. I've got some bumper stickers. I've got one on the back of my car that has the symbol of Islam with a big cross through it, and another one with a Christian cross with a cross through it, and the Star of David with a cross through it. And then I've got the videos. I do some videos or whatever. But man, I ain't scared. I'll tell them right to their damn face.
That's beautiful. You're an equal opportunities fucking hater of religion.
You're right. It can all suck.
We need to be SOW and equalize.
And Jonathan Edwards over here is an equal opportunity hater.
Yeah, man. I'm like Christopher Hitchens, man. All religion's poison to some extent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the same way. All of it's nonsense to me.
Well, like I said, I drive a shuttle back and forth to the airport. If I see some crazy radicals with guns and bombs, I'm gonna run those motherfuckers over, and they can take me with them.
Now, as far as which ideology is most violent right now at this moment, I have to give it to Islam.
Hell yeah, fuck them, bastards. I ain't scared.
Yeah, and that's why people are making videos about them, because you can't just kill people. It's very wrong.
You know.
Yeah, to most normal people, it's wrong.
I don't like it. I really don't like it. I think it's the
I'm
most...
glad you don't like murder. That's good.
Yeah, I'm against murder. Hashtag murder is wrong.
I would totally shit my pants if Orderly Pumpkin came in here and said, "Yeah, murder is cool."
Well, it's only cool when Nazis do it.
Yeah, but we still got the death penalty here. We still got the death penalty here, and you can watch these different, Republican politicians, and they bring up the death penalty and how good it is, and you hear the cheering from the audience.
Yep. I know there was a group of Texas Christians that they were pushing real hard to make sure that if there was a death penalty, however you look at it, for prisoner, they wanted closed circuit televised so they could pipe it into their church so everybody could watch it and applaud.
Well, over here in the state of Texas, we got an express lane for the death penalty.
Yeah, man.
Well, you have the death... Right, I'm against the death penalty. But you have the death penalty for people that have raped and murdered people. Not, like, Islam that has a death penalty. I'm going to fucking keep bringing it back to this because it is relevant. It's relevant. They are fucking killing people. It's a disgusting... When you let a nation become Islamic, look what happens. Look what happens. They throw gay people off buildings. They stone women. It's disgusting. And that's why people are making videos about it, because it's disgusting.
I would like to say this, though. There was a dude that worked with me, and he was from Iran, and he's Muslim, and he would read his Quran and stuff when we weren't busy at work. I got to know him for about 6 months, and he's a good guy. I don't think he's going to kill anybody.
Well, mate, I've been out with 3 guys, and 2 of them are alright, and 1 of them wasn't so good. But I'm talking about extremist Islam as a religion.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I agree. Those people there will kill you just for fucking eating food during Ramadan, man.
Hell yeah. Crazy as fuck.
Some model was smoking a cigarette during Ramadan and got strangled by her brother.
Yep. Matter of fact, I just did a video on that about that girl from Pakistan, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
They called her the Kim Kardashian of Pakistan or something like that, and there were some pictures that surfaced of her with a cleric. I guess that's what they call them. And they were smoking cigarettes and drinking Coke during Ramadan. Ooh. And her brother got all pissed off, drugged her, and fucking killed her in her sleep.
Yeah, some crazy shit. Like on a smaller scale, talking about how that stuff compares to what Christians do over here. I used to know a family, they're Seventh-day Adventists, and they believe not the Sunday thing, they still believe in the Sabbath, which is, sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. You can't turn your TV on. You can't do anything. Can't go to the movies. You have to stay home. You have to pray. You have to hang out with your family, read the Bible, that sort of stuff. And one time me and a buddy went over there, and we wanted to throw some baseball around the backyard and asked the dude if he could come out. And the dad went off on us, telling us that this was a Sabbath and we should be at home praying with our families, and that if he could get away with it, he'd kick our asses for God's sake and all this. Man, religion is fucking nuts.
Well, okay, I think that's different. I think that's okay, actually. I think that's okay. That is different from bombing the Twin Towers or fucking shooting people or mowing people down. That is, no, we don't agree with this, and we're not having it.
Yeah, but he said he was going to kick my ass. I was 12.
Yeah, but did he? Did he? If he was a Muslim, he would have fucking shot you in the head, mate. Did he kick your ass?
No, but he threatened me. That was pretty shitty.
Oh, boo-hoo.
I was
Deal
12,
with
man.
it. Mate.
I don't think we're trying to have the radicalism Olympics over here. I think the bottom line is that religion is shit, but Islam is just worse.
Yeah. I mean, by far, by now, it's when it comes to violence, man. God damn.
It's a real threat. It's a real fucking threat to the world, especially to Europe. I know you're in America. You're quite insulated. You're insulated because they have to buy plane tickets and they have no money, so they can't.
The vetting process is like 2 years or something.
Yeah, I get you.
For that, I don't want to have to deal with what you guys have to deal with. I'm happy as fuck right now.
You know, and go ahead.
Sorry, no, you.
No, go ahead. You were starting to say something. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't think Americans have any idea what this mass influx of immigration and it is immigration. The refugees we're fine with. I fucking let refugees in. But look, it's immigration. I don't think Americans have any idea. When you get Muslims, you get the ones that can afford a plane ticket.
And from what I see recently, you know, just to talk about how not to change the subject or anything, but to talk about how expensive, you know, plane tickets are when it comes, you know, to going to Europe, for example. Earlier, I'd say a couple of months ago, I was invited to go to another country, Australia, for the Global Atheist Convention. So I looked it up just to see how much a ticket would cost just to fly to Australia, and it was $2,500 fucking dollars, man.
Yeah, I've been to Australia twice. It's horrible. Don't bother.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to Sydney, you see the bridge, and then you see the bridge in the Sydney Opera House, and that's it. Done.
Yeah.
Come to London. It's so much more good stuff.
Yeah, I would like to go to London one time. Shit, I would love to do that.
Well, I got a standing invitation from Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Fleet Street and get hammered.
I want to have a rock band and set out Wembley Stadium in like 10 years.
Cool, dude.
Is that where you're from, Orally Pumpkin? London?
Yes, the only place in England is London. That's a fact.
I would love to go to London, man.
Sounds like a Parisian, only place in
I could take you to Karl Marx's grave.
Can we dig it up?
If I actually had the financial resources, I would love to go to London, visit you, Aurelie Pumpkin, and tour the place, you know, see what everything's like and enjoy everything, you know, and just soak it all up, you know. I think it would be great.
I genuinely wanted to go to Detroit. I heard the name Detroit when I was about 14, and I thought that sounded a beautiful American place. And in my head, I have the aim to go to Detroit. I've learned that it's
Detroit
not doing so good, right? I've
been doing good for decades.
I tell you, we should go Compton, California, or East St. Louis. Do that.
Compton, you're gonna love Compton, bro.
That's where, if the crazy ISIS Muslim fuckers want to come over here, we need to infiltrate their intelligence, and then they go and right off the bat try to invade Compton, East St. Louis, the Bronx, maybe even a NASCAR event somewhere in the South, and those fuckers will be gone in a weekend.
Nah, the Bronx is weak. Let's substitute the Bronx for Chicago.
All right, guess maybe South, the East Side, or somewhere.
Southside Chicago.
Yeah.
All fucked
Yeah.
up there.
We've got so many guns,
No, if
wackos with guns, man. They wouldn't last.
Oh, why has Detroit become what it is? Right, I've looked at a lot of things. Right, I genuinely always wanted to go to Detroit.
The collapse of their economy.
How did it happen? How?
Well, they used to make cars, lots of them, in the 50s and 60s. Call it Motor City, and they don't do that much anymore. And the economy went to crap. Everybody lost their jobs. There's really not much there now.
yeah.
If I get rich, I'm gonna fucking go. I'm gonna rejuvenate. I will never get rich.
Go to Flint, Michigan, and drink some water.
Oh, Flint, Michigan. That's fucking what's his face, Michael Moore.
Yeah, they've got some good tap water there.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Detroit's awesome. Look, Motown came out of Detroit.
Yeah.
Look in the chat. I bet it did. I bet it did. I believe Hector.
It's suicidal.
Motown.
Well, I'm not worried about a ground invasion of the United States of America by ISIS because there's just a lot of places that they wouldn't survive. They wouldn't make it.
They wouldn't survive in my own neighborhood.
Yeah. Most places in Texas.
Shit, man. These people around here in Texas, fuck.
they'd be got the itchy trigger finger, man. They'd be ready to fucking kill.
You know, a lot of the people that live around here in the Panhandle, man, they got fucking shit. They got fucking arsenals in their fucking house, man.
I don't know, man. I got a buddy that's got like 20 weapons in his apartment.
Yeah, first time I was in South Dakota, it was the first time I ran into people having gun racks in the back of the car.
Yeah, man. You want to think twice before you try to do some sort of ground invasion of the United States, man, because you got to deal with our military, but oh God, you got to deal with the people.
Yeah. But what's to say if some organization or whatever, you know, decides to sneak in through the back door, you know, somewhere minuscule, somewhere where basically everybody ignores, you know?
I don't know. I guess they could start like off the coast of Oregon or something, but there's still hunters and shit up there, rifles and scopes.
Gonna take a lot more than rifles and scopes, I tell you that much. Oh man.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Let them try that.
No, but if Orly were to ever be able to come to America, we'd have to tell her to go somewhere real nice, so that way she would be able to enjoy herself. You know?
I mean, like St. Petersburg, Florida.
Maybe a place with a beach, so she could go to the beach and enjoy herself and enjoy the sun and stuff like that.
Queens.
Queens. Yeah.
I'm hoping next year to go back to Florida to visit and go to Orlando.
Yeah.
I like those tourist traps.
Orlando. Yeah, nobody gets shot in Orlando. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, yeah.
That'd be Disney World.
A nightclub just got shot up not too long ago.
I know, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
But they didn't do it in Compton.
I don't know. People die every day in Compton.
Yeah.
Every day in Oakland, Chicago, Compton.
Yeah.
East LA.
South Central LA too.
Oh boy, they get their ass handed to them there.
Washington D.C. is bad.
Yeah, inner city DC, inner city Houston.
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Oh my God. Mm.
Miami.
What church do you go to, boy? So, a Redley Pumpkin, is there a lot of fun things to do in England or London?
Okay, what did you call me? My name's QWERTY.
Oh, I thought that was an O and not a Q. I'm sorry. QWERTY.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
There's nothing to do here. We just wander around aimlessly, looking at each other with a sad face.
I believe it.
That's what we do. Going, oh, what's gonna happen? That's what we do.
Oh shit. Oh man. Now somehow I doubt that. I really doubt that.
Mate, we have a fuckload of pubs. I mean, we've got a shitload of them.
Yeah.
So
that's
we
why I
go
mentioned
out and
Fleet
get
Street.
drunk and have fun. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Hell yeah.
He likes to get drunk and have fun, Jonathan.
Fish and chips and beer, man.
So fish and chips are lovely and beer's lovely. These things are jolly good.
Oh man.
Well, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta work third shift tonight, so I'm gonna go catch a few more Z's, and then I'm gonna go to work.
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming by, Jonathan.
Cool, y'all. I holla. See ya.
Allah is great and merciful, and you will be forgiven.
Okay.
Why do aging atheists not wear tops?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that? It's like they go topless. It's weird.
It's hot here. It's like 97 degrees. Come on.
It's fucking hot here.
Yeah. We don't worry about dress as much as seems like it should be. Because we had an English guy working at our place, and he was so important to him that he didn't like that I wore sweats to go to the restaurant at lunchtime. I didn't have a pair of pants, whatever, you know. Sneaks and sweats. I was a freaking programmer. The computer could care less. No. There's a lot of people that like to go topless around here in America. Yeah, but usually into cute girls.
Yeah, it's more difficult for me.
Yeah.
Okay, would I get arrested? Is it illegal?
Well, for women around here, they will probably get arrested, but I see men with their shirt off all the time around here.
Sexism, huh? I'm triggered. Sexism, I'm going to my safe space. This is fuck this.
I wouldn't be complaining if they were cute. I got no control over the laws.
Mate, you need to read the comments more, because just read them out. They're all suddenly fun.
Yeah, I know those people in the comments. They're good people.
Well, most people are, except for the ones that
I don't look at the comments. It's comments. I don't.
No,
feedback.
No. Que está caliente en el cuarto. Yo lo dejo para como recargar.
¿O tú lo dejaste apagado?
Ajá.
Oh, cierra la puerta ahí.
Boy, that's noisy.
Oh, Cisco, you're a total cunt. Fuck off. Okay, this is Hispanic people for you. Yeah, they've got angry families that just shout at them.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I left my mic on?
Yes, it was.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's funny because my wife was Italian and all that stuff. And, all of her family, they were like first generation practically and all that stuff.
Wait, did I leave my mic
You
on?
want to talk about people cussing and yelling all the time. The standing joke in Philadelphia was, you want to know where the Italians are? Just open your door and go the other way. Always yelling at each other.
Did I leave my mic on when I was talking to my mom?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Oh,
you did.
shit, my fault. No, we weren't angry. I was just,
It was awesome.
tired.
It was like a glimpse into what you coloured people do. Thank you very much. The glimpse into the lives of these retarded fucking coloured people. Thank you very much, Cisco.
People call you racist, and then you get mad.
I love you so much.
Oh shit.
Me and Cisco do know each other, so we can insult each other with impunity because we talk the language of insults.
I hate this cunt.
Yeah, well, I hate your afro. What can you do? I'd like to straighten it and make you look like a normal person, but
If my hair was straightened, it would be longer than yours, you know?
it would so not be.
You
Let's
guys-
have a
you-
fucking... It wouldn't be.
You guys know who Billy Preston was?
Say it again?
Billy Preston, magician. The one that did, what the hell's that damn song about? Oh, well, forget it. Anyway, he had a big afro. And it was so funny watching him because his head would go this way and the afro was always behind where his head was. You know, as he walked back and forth because the hair trying to catch up with the damn head.
Well,
Billy,
to
you don't know Billy Preston?
specify, I don't really have... Oh, wait, you're talking about Billy Preston?
Hmm?
Billy
That's
Preston?
it. Billy Preston. That's
Oh, yeah. Okay, didn't he work with the Beatles or some shit? Let me reach her.
Yeah, he died not too long ago. I got to see him in Philadelphia. But,
I've seen his room. Yeah, he did work with the Beatles. Yeah. No, I don't have an afro like that. Well, I'm more like, I'm trying to get Slash's hairstyle. So it's to the point where it's literally like, it's a fro, but like it's starting to like fall the fuck down.
Oh, Slash is so cool, but he is white.
No,
He's
Slash
white.
is red. Slash is literally like my same shit. Like I'm white and black.
Really?
as well.
Is he?
Yeah. Slash's mother.
Fuck.
So Slash's mother is black and Slash's father is
Oh,
white.
well, I don't like him anymore then.
Yeah, stupid cunt. And like both sides of my
Fuck
family
you,
are equally.
bitch.
Both sides of my family are. Both sides. Can I talk anyway? Both sides of my family are equally mulatto because I come from a country of mulattoes, so I have his hair. Faggot, damn it.
I'm very white, and so I get more points than you. I'm like
Holy
200% white, so I can oppress you the fuck I like.
yeah, but that's the big
Fucking
difference.
boring.
That's the big difference I've seen in my life is when I was a kid, you hardly ever seen any mixed anything. Hardly at all. I mean, never seen a mixed marriage. And I mean, if you've seen an old person, they were white or black, whatever they were, that's the grandchildren. Now you see such a great mixture. I love it. It's you don't know. I like the mixture now because
Well, the
that's
funny thing is that I come from a country filled with mixed people.
yeah.
Like most Hispanic countries are mixed, mestizo mulatto. So literally, like I can't imagine someone looking at someone that's a different shade and saying, "Oh, I can't relate to you." I'm like, what the fuck? Because there's blonde people in my family, and there's people that look like they're straight from Africa in my family, and there's like every single different shade, color in my family somewhere. So I'm used to it. Like I don't care.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I like saying that. You know, I ain't from my generation too much. It's even though it was supposed to be the loving you know, that was the one with the hippies and stuff, you know. But a lot of them are, God, they're fucking redneck. Their attitudes towards other people and stuff. Get to know a person, hate them for what they are, what they do. Or like them.
Yeah, every person that I talk to thinks I'm from Canada. They think I sound Canadian.
Well, what's that say about?
Okay, say that again, you get that funny English accent.
Say about. If I judge Canadians only if they say a boot, I know they're Canadian. If they don't say that, I think they're American.
Yeah.
I don't go a boot.
A boot.
A boot's what I put on my foot.
Oh man.
Well, speaking of Detroit and this stuff, a friend of mine, like I said, his grandmother, blah 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 blah. You know, we're talking about mathematics, and he goes, what do you say, square route, or root. He didn't say root.
Yeah.
But he had a different pronunciation. I looked at him like, this guy.
Yeah.
I did look it up in the dictionary. Yeah, there's two pronunciations. Yeah.
Well, here in about, say, 10 minutes, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down because I got to go eat dinner and stuff.
Well, thinking about yourself again. Okay.
I'm hungry, man. I haven't eaten all day.
I had a whole sandwich, peanut butter.
I need my nourishment.
Yeah, you look like you're wasting away. I know.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I'm overweight.
I ain't trying. I'm saying right out. Matter of fact, lately on your videos, you're kind of bluish.
No, I use Dr. Manhattan in my videos.
I know. I have the movie. That's where I was introduced to him.
Yeah.
Watchmen. I like that movie.
Yeah.
But then I got pissed off because I like the latest Superman versus Batman.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
Like this one on Blu-ray and that stuff.
So
great.
So QWERTY, do you spend a lot of time watching movies or?
Okay, I like science fiction.
Yeah, science fiction. Yeah.
Yeah, watch Star Trek.
I'm a big Trekkie. I'm a Trekkie. I love Star Trek.
I like science fiction.
Yeah. Yeah, science fiction. Yeah.
Wait, science fiction. Science.
I'm a big Trekkie. I'm a Trekkie. Oh, I'm getting an echo. Someone is echoing here.
Not me, because I'm on headsets.
Yeah, sorry, it's me. I've sorted it. Yes, I like science fiction movies.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I like science fiction.
I like Voyager.
Voyager, yes. Finally, someone that likes Voyager like me.
Mate, I fucking love Voyager. Voyager's like, I fucking really like it because it's the only one with a beginning and they've got a destination and it's an end. It's beautiful. Voyager's beautiful.
Yep.
For Putin planet.
Yeah, I'm a bit geeky. I like, and after that, I like the Next Generation, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I got this. I got to see Data at the Comic-Con. My son got his autograph.
Yeah.
You know a person's a Trekkie now. They say Data or Data.
Oh shit.
I heard somebody they're talking about I like Star Trek, and they go Data. And I said, no, Data.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, his name is Data.
I've got good outer limits. Right, I'm a science fiction geek, because I have a good outer limits episode with Data, the actor.
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember.
I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot his name, but he plays in that one movie with Will Smith, Independence Day.
Yeah, like I said, my son just got his autograph.
Yeah.
Brent.
Ben Spiner. Spinner? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed to be okay at the Comic-Con.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah, I love fucking geeky shit. That wasn't your question. Your question was, do you like films? No, I hate films, and they disgust me.
Oh, okay.
We should throw them off the top of the buildings like any good Muslim should. Fucking close down creativity.
Yeah. Oh, you want to come up with a new movie? Oh, time to fly off of a rooftop.
Fuck that. Yeah, let's not have movies. Let's just have brainwashing propaganda videos.
Yeah.
Brainwashing. How is the Avengers brainwashing? I just watched the Star Trek movie. How's that brainwashing? No, you lose.
Oh shit.
And yeah,
Harry Potter's brainwashing too, because we gotta watch out for this magical stuff. It says it right here in the Bible.
Okay, I think Harry Potter deserves to be bullied.
He went through hell.
He just looked like the kid that deserves to be bullied, though.
Yeah, he deserves to be bullied in school.
Wait. He wasn't bullied in school.
Oh, you got fucking loads of magic. Well, whoopie-doo. Yeah, we're gonna kick you in the nuts.
Yeah, let's see how your magic works once we kick you in the nuts, man. Shit.
English people. Someday we'll learn them.
I know. So, mate, look, we have sarcasm and irony and fucking humor.
Well,
and you have Trump. Let's battle it off. Let's have a
go
battle.
That chat I was talking last time to the two kids. They didn't know if who was Douglas Adams. I said, "You got to be kidding me!" I love Douglas Adams. It's a shame he died so young.
Yeah.
I liked how he would take any science concept and twist it just enough. If you knew the science, it was funny.
Wait, who does that?
Douglas Adams, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, Douglas isn't he dead?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a shame he died. He introduced Dawkins to his wife, and she was the actress who used to play with the doctor, the one who used to wear the scarf.
Well, did you find out recently, Paul, that Richard Dawkins and his wife are getting a divorce?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I found that out yesterday, matter of fact.
Any inkling why?
I don't know why they're getting a divorce. I just found out they were.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
okay.
I heard that.
Okay, Douglas Adams introduced Dawkins to his wife.
Yeah.
And like I said, she used to be and at the Comic-Con, it's that one girl from Doctor Who, the latest one. She's a cutie.
Which one? Yeah, I'm a Doctor Who fucking massive fan.
The latest girl.
Okay, I don't know where you're at.
The latest? Doctor Who, the older guy, and the girl who was his sidekick.
I don't know who you're talking about, Paul.
Well, I'm bad for names, so don't ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's a cutie.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hang it up. Thank you for coming, everybody. It was a pleasure to have you in here, QWERTY. You know, I really appreciate that. I got the opportunity to have a chat with you. That's great.
Sorry, I'm difficult.
Oh, no, you're not difficult at all. Actually, I enjoy. Actually, I
goddamn balls.
I enjoyed your company. I really did. You know, hopefully you can make it to another hangout of mine in the future.
Yeah, I'm trying to find her name now.
I would be more than happy to have you in here.
Thank you.
Before this pack closes, my favorite number is 26. This is the 26th stream.
What's the 26th stream? Oh, yeah, this is the 26th episode of that particular atheist show.
I am fucking happy. This brings a smile to my heart. I feel like a kid again.
Look at that sidekick.
Well, see, QWERTY, when you come into my hangouts, they're not really that structured. We don't talk about one set topic all the time. We generally talk about anything that comes to mind. So, you know, next time if you want to come in and hang out, you know, and if you have something to talk about or you want to talk about, you're more than welcome to bring it up if you want to. I have no problem with that at all.
Well, thank you very much. That's lovely. I like that.
Yeah.
I like talking about anything and free speech and all that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can say anything you want this watcher to say.
Yeah. And QWERTY, are you aware of Milo Yiannopoulos? I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
I love Milo. Like, I'm very aware of Milo.
Yeah.
I'm a big follower of him.
Free Milo.
Well,
I don't know. He did do a bit wrong, actually.
Yeah.
He did break the terms of service. I love him, but he did break the terms of service. So.
Yeah, that's. I've been watching a lot of videos about that for the past couple of days, QWERTY, and that's what a lot of people were saying, that he did break the terms of service in some regard. I'm not sure because I don't follow the guy. I only became aware of him. I'm wanting to say about a month and a half ago. Well, technically, when I first became aware of him was right after the Orlando shooting. And he gave a speech there in Orlando, Florida, and that's when I first became aware of him. But you know, I haven't followed him on Twitter or anything like that, so I didn't know what was actually going on.
Yeah, he's very controversial.
Yeah.
And he's controversial on purpose to prove that people want to shut down alternative voices.
He's a very dangerous faggot.
Yeah, he's a wonderful, beautiful, dangerous faggot, and I love him. He comes up with opinions that people don't like and says things that people don't like to show, look, the left is censoring us. It's censoring us. We're being censored. And, you know.
Yeah.
But I think he did a bit wrong with the Twitter thing. From what I know, he retweeted some fake posts from this girl that hadn't posted it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
that's what I've been hearing too, QWERTY, that he retweeted some tweets that were made up, that were completely fake.
He needs to be a bit more careful. I know he's a fucking agent provocateur, but
yeah,
he needs to be he sort of, I hate to say this, but he sort of deserved it. Like, within the terms of service, he broke them. He broke them. I love free speech, but he broke the terms of service there, so...
Yeah. But,
In the side, I just posted her name.
Oh, okay. It's Kiara Oswald. Oh, okay.
Clara. Stop putting that Spanish in there.
Oh, okay. But thank you for everybody. Thank you everybody for coming. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up, guys. You guys be safe, and hopefully you guys can actually make it to the next hangout that I have. So, you guys enjoy your evening, day, wherever you may be at, and be safe is the main thing.
Thank you. Fuck you, Muslims. Let's see how safe I be.
So the words for today, is fuck Muslims and hashtag free Milo. Shit. Yeah. All right, guys. You have a good evening, day, wherever you're at, and thank you guys for coming by, and thank everybody in the chat for coming by.
Yeah, you don't have to drop.